of tumultuous changes. And the same could be said for Cloud9. I mean, Cloud9 have been playing musical chairs all about, but we see Summit for the first time in Americas.
That's awesome.
And that's going to be the focus for now.
Yep, we saw it for the first time in Pacific this morning. Now we get to see it in Americas too. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. Yeah. This is also the first time we're seeing anybody pick Vice on the map.
See the nade nice and early here. Quadazir going to be pushed off and away from the angle to Cove, though. Nice little pocket of play in for Oxy. Going to dissect up most of this ace side, but reinforcements already arriving. Sentinels are waiting in the wings for now, but these walls intersecting makes it awkward. Now catching. Wall's going to be fading though alongside the smokes. Catch potentially out in the corner. No. You see the whole team moving up onto the side. They got no post-plan control at all. Cloud9 are corralled into a corner here. There is nowhere to run. There is nowhere to hide. And it's just Sentinels putting a pinch on them now. Pressure from absolutely every angle. Just a few smokes to really save the day from them. But Oxy activating. Still Jonapi's right there from behind with the blind. Oxy can only do so much. Brought down to his knees. Sat back down to that spectator seat. It's Sentinels at a pistol round win.
And Redux with a 3K. This is the guy for me, looking at this Sentinels roster. Redux has got so much talent, and they flex him around a ton. You'd think you want to put the guy on a role where he can absolutely excel. He ends up getting used a bit as a Swiss Army knife with this team. But he still finds all of that value. Hey! Come on! Come on! That's a post plan for Cloud9 where they probably should have tried to push a little more aggressive. Getting all 5 players stuck on the A site there is no good.
Yeah, nobody in main, nobody holding in yard.
You've got to go forwards, get into that little pocket, go and try to take some cave control.
Not an ideal start for Cloud9.
I like this though, a little progression smoke from the harbor just to be able to play for the orbs.
Yeah. The wall's going to be triggered here, but it does separate Oxy from the rest of the pack. He's the one with the spike. Now revealed up the Cove, barely saving him for the moment, but he will be whittled down regardless. Plenty more weapons where that came from. Quadazir, it's a target-rich environment, and he will thrive off the back of it. Halfway to the ult now, flawless here for Sentinels.
It's a great beginning for them. It's their opponent's map pick, and you've got to imagine, on a map that has basically just only just come out.
Yeah.
Most of the teams are not going to be great here.
And that's why I think it's understandable that Cloud9 would try and opt into it. They're a team that have spoken about struggles in scrims recently.
Yep.
There's their manager, Johnny, I think, saying they had about a 20% win rate, and that's why they made chops and change with no going out, Vic in.
Vic back in?
Yeah, Vic back in, exactly. Minus Mitch plus Mitch, minus Vic plus Vic.
Minus
Same
vanity,
old story,
plus
yeah, minus
vanity.
vanity plus vanity.
They love it, don't they?
They do love it.
Well, SEN are going to lock down the A side with their Vice again. That means that
a lot of pressure.
Business is open.
Yep, Paranoid's going to be connecting. Redux, though, is in a very tricky spot. Movement to Jar, just trying to play this one nicely. Still, Oxy will shut him down. Got a better weaponry in their hands now, and a full site access going to be claimed by Cloud9.
That was incredibly awkward for Oxy. Stuck inside those thorns, but now he's back up to 75 health and 2 away from a showstopper. Good post-plant positioning as well, tucked in here. But they've got 2 in drop. Feels like a bit much.
Yeah, potentially. No, only working with a judge, and then when he tries to exchange the weapons, bullet to the dome. It is kill going either way, though. Still 2v3. Cove going to be fading. Like you said, 2 players in drop might be a little bit too much, but honestly, it's so unorthodox. It might work. SEN, though, doubled up. Holding their nerve for now, waiting for the timings of the Utah to come back up with that Cove put out, trying to force the issue in a couple of these fights. Fireball Ops now takes a swing through, but already that timing was kind of preordained. Quadazir is now in a rough spot. The tap, though, pulling these players out. The time is of the essence, and he's just cycling through the util.
What a bit of a mistake there towards the end. Time was crunching down anyway.
Yeah, I don't think he would have had a chance regardless, but still. A decent try.
Yeah, you want to try to play it to as many outs as possible. I really am not a big fan of that post-plan positioning. They just had Cypher, Fireball Ops isolated over towards main here. The plan is for main as well, or at least you've got decent positioning from main. And these post-plants are going to be absolutely crucial for Cloud9 to convert. Take a look at the guns now for Sentinels. An opt for Jerwin.
Definitely is. Oxy only opted into the Stinger, but he has a showstopper.
This Viper Wall, one that quite a lot of teams are running. And then Oxy's going to look to break the door, possibly? No,
in. Oh, what a shot from Jerwin to peek immediate punish for it. Utah's going to be sent flying forwards with the door shutting down in their faces. Walls on either side once more. Snake bite, slight pocket, Jerwin snaps to the side but peels back and away. It's a lot of damage done. Hold on, hold on. Doesn't choose to take the shot.
That's how we know he's not cheating.
Yeah, that's how. So one-way propped up now though. Still a 3v4 here for Sentinels to play into. Time pressure's not on them as of yet. The plant still needs to go down here for Cloud9.
Yeah, they're just waiting for some of that smoke util to come back. The Harbor really useful for executing these B splits, because otherwise with more traditional comps, you're going to run out of smokes fairly quickly.
Yeah, a lot of pauses being taken at the right moment. Post-plant position at this time, Cloud9 bunkering down, but that's going to be Steel Garden, pushing them back into the extremities here. Jack looking to go down with a ship. He's playing that forward position, just shows signs of life, just a slight peek out, but it still can't remove him. Odin spam spraying it away, somehow it just goes either way! And Jack gets that weapon back into his hands, still brought down and traded out, but this is surely not winnable for Marved. Iceman back on the stage, but he's got to give this one up now. Cloud9 are going to drag it level.
And that time, much more disciplined in terms of the positions on the site that they got to. Knew that they wanted to back off into those passive positions, and how Jack quite stayed alive there. Who knows? I mean, he just tucked himself in, didn't he? I don't think that Sentinels necessarily knew that he was there. What a peak to go for Jerwin too, considering the way that that round opened up. Sinan will be very happy they came away with the round in the end.
Couple of blind shots there.
I'm telling you, these guys do not know how to retake. They don't know how to retake.
Okay.
It's pretty reasonable. I mean, this is a new map. People will have gaps all over their game. It's good to identify that early. Especially when Jack is just stood there with no gun and doesn't get punished for it. So now they swap the defensive positions over on the light buy. Cortezia goes over towards B. More of a fight happening over at A. Jerwin looking to take some space.
Just trying to sidestep away from the Prowler, doesn't reveal the position. Jerwin. So there for now.
They've got Paranoia here as well off Jerwin's contact.
Yep. Now, we were saying there's a different setup in terms of the Viper wall up, but he's going to be brought down. Paranoia does sweep and connect. It's a lovely shot from Jerwin. He's going for a few more though. Oxy squares up, postures. He's keen for the fight.
Well dealt with.
Tapping away here. Orbs is going to be vacuumed up. Open access to the A side too for that plant.
I think the post plants are going to be really important for C9. If they have identified that Sentinels have got a bit of a weakness in terms of retake, it's early doors. It's only been 4 serious rounds, but if C9 can get themselves into good post plant positions, I mean, in a spot like this, if you can close the door over here and get yourself positioned deep in cave, then it's pretty tough for the retakers to do anything. I mean, they're coming through really, really small choke points here and here. And so I think what we're going to see more and more as the metagame develops on this map is that if A site hits are pretty feasible, and if you can get into good post plant positions, I think it's much more likely the defenders are going to start flank retaking. But we're in such early days of Summit that people are still trying to figure out these.
I mean, look at the comps on either side, right?
Absolutely.
That's a massive indicator that meta is not quite settled.
No.
Summit's still being figured out here, but a nice lead for Cloud9. Got to say, it's important for them as well to strike while the iron is hot, or especially when Senna weakened due to circumstances. It's a nasty angle, yeah.
Well, yeah. Jonah P barely let a pixel show as well. We're all over it. You're talking about comps, Brent. One of these teams is going to win with double controller here because they're both playing it. It was only just this morning that we had our first double controller victory against a non-double controller team on Summit. The rest of the time, even though these comps seem powerful in theory, the double duelist just run at them style has been working a bit better.
Abundance of smokes coming through. Let's see, listen in to Cloud9, see what they got up their sleeves.
Just wait. Can you Roomba? Roomba cat right now. Jack and Raze are going to work A. Me and Vic are going to go link. Alright, can you take bomb, Jack? Yeah.
It's okay. This one is about to fall. I threw it early.
Wait, 5 seconds, and I'm going to cove for you guys, and you guys will start going.
Yeah, I'll dog, and I'll just
2 seconds. Wait. I'll break. Coving now.
Go. Dog.
One double swing this Jordan. You go wide. 3, 2.
Oh, catch. We need help.
I'm multi-back. Go B, speed B. You're good, Francis. You're good.
No wall, I'm walking out.
We don't need to speed up. We need no, come guys, come. I'm multi.
One dead.
Oh, half that body. I hit him truly.
I'm blowing.
I'm winding, guys. Go through.
One guy, just one guy.
I'm waiting for you guys. Just go through. I have it.
Yeah. Come, plan for man.
Out there.
Oh, it's
You're good,
Jordan,
just
can you
go.
control the post line?
We can keep drop.
Yes.
Dude, where am I?
You guys can sit spawn. Just keep link. Plant
Yeah,
out.
Plant
Jack.
needs it.
Plant out. Can you hold this, Francis?
I'm all behind me.
I'm gonna try to peek off you, Fire.
No, they're all there, Francis.
Going up, one
They're all
up,
there.
broke.
You guys are good.
I'm
Peeking off you, Cam.
Yeah, we're all off cam. Keep
I'm
on the
lagged out.
trophy.
You
You're good.
exposed drop?
Yeah, well, kind of.
They could drop.
I got hit. I'm chilling.
Maybe heavy spawn.
Yeah, every one got that thing.
One more.
Two more spawn.
Trophy dead.
We can play spam. Guys. Just cool off.
Oh,
Trust
walk right,
spam.
walk right.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
Guys, breathe. Like, they're not even out.
Decent try by Cloud9. I'm trying to piece it together. They found a bit of a weak spot towards that B side, but couldn't get it going towards the end. The retake finally paying off for SEN.
Well, they just walked one by one into Cortesia's gun there.
Yeah, they did.
He mowed them down towards the end. He was certainly the player that mattered the most in this situation. It gets a bit of a freebie, a little bit unlucky, you could argue, but then the way that they're trying to swing into him.
city, guys. We have a new Brock.
He's 10-3, abusing the Odin on this map. Pretty reasonable. Calling yourself the new Brock? I don't mind it. Here's Elsys really active there, microing his team around.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
The puppeteer.
Yeah.
But he's also said in an interview before this, if I could beat Sentinels, even if it took me losing the other 4 games in groups, I would.
Well, there you go. I mean, talk about skin in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there would be a player with a lot to play for against Sentinels, it would be Zelsys, wouldn't it?
I wonder if it takes it out a little bit that John isn't on the other side. Doesn't get to IGL versus IGL against him.
Potentially. Let's see, it's a nice... High Tide's going to be ripped its way across early. Some of the peel back the pressure on towards B. Smokes on smokes. Cut noise is called for.
Yeah, look at this big push out on A, though,
Wow.
which just means that you can stack super heavy on the other side of the map. It's pretty rare that you get a push like this going on the A side, because you have to clear a lot as you go through A main. But here, just based off the pressure early from C9 and the fact that SEN are able to slow them down with the Vice util, they've got this nice push out of Gerwin.
So Cloud9 might be walking into a trap here. It's an
Yeah.
unorthodox angle by Cortesy, I got to say.
It's
The
pretty,
Odin close quarters here.
it's pretty nice, though. There's no way that C9 are going to be hard clearing left as they go in.
Smokes up though. Could potentially play around. Prowler, bit of spam and away. It's all Cloud9 though. Filled up the feed nicely here, Marv. Danger player. Tight close quarters. ISO in the angles nicely. Brings down at least 2 before he goes down to his own grave. Plant will go down. Cloud9. So it's Sentinels working at that player disadvantage.
Fireball Ops taking a moment there just to optimize the plant position for B main, but nobody can extract themselves to play off it.
And Sentinels are going to need some individuality, I think, to shine through in a situation like this. Saturation goes wide, misses. Vic is able to swing off the back of this one now, just down to that Jonah P. ISO, what's Oxy doing? Swings out wide, and Vic noted, but wins it all anyway.
He's come back to Tier 1 to save C9 in spots like that. Jonah P knew exactly what was going on there. They knew that there was a player tucked into the left side and somebody trying to play off his contact. Oxy swings early because otherwise if he plays off the contact, he figures it's just likely that Jonah P's holding for him. Tries to mix it up. Doesn't work, but Vic lands the shot anyway. That's the panic button.
Timeout taken.
I love to play against Kaplan and Caillou in play-ins.
Yeah.
But also, they're playing to ramp up slowly throughout the course of this season to get to a point where they'll be in that kind of form where they can make a run in playoffs.
I think it's a great point. Something that we get with this new format that's being teased, I suppose, before we really change everything up in 2027. Definitely means there's a lot less pressure in Stage 2 for some of these teams.
I think the pressure's on right now for C9, though, because if you lose to a SEN that doesn't have their IGL, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, it's dire tidings, isn't it? Definitely is. We're going to see this one. A lot of pressure being made. Crossover towards B, back over towards A now. Wall being triggered. Oxy just has to sit tight. And now with the rest of the pack right behind him, he's going to be leading that one all the way through and forwards. It's 1 kill for Cortesier. Traded out. And hold on. SEN grouping up, but they've only got the pistols.
Not closing this door.
No.
C9
Given access, ult's being offloaded. We're going to see this one ripping its way across. Blinds them all in the process. Fireball Op's going to be taken down. Hands over the rifle, but it might not matter. Still that pit. Oh my, it's just Jonah. It's a great leveler, man. Barreled over all of them. Jack is going to have to hope for that random spam sheer chance of going fishing for the kills, but blinded up and pushed into the corner behind the box. It's all too predictable for Jonah P. A nice little three-piece, but barely any weaponry to work with.
Jack might have had the read earlier that Sentinels can't play retake, but C9 are giving them a good go for it on this map, on this site. Their post-plant positioning is so passive. They're almost rolling out a red carpet.
My util's insane, huh? Come on.
Yeah.
They're loving that from Marv.
Yeah.
C9 never taking more aggressive positions. Never even breaking the door
No,
on A.
I mean denying another avenue that SEN were just able to walk all the way out.
Yeah, they've got some shocking post-plant positioning at the moment on the A side, C9. It's going to allow Sentinels to get back in these rounds.
Oh,
here comes Oxy, though.
Oh, he's not wasting any time. It's already the showstopper. Ripped off, but a few's going to be dissipating down. He has to wait out the Thorns. Got to respect this one, and that means the ult's basically expended.
Yeah, these players at A main, though, are going to find it difficult to get through because there's still Vice Util to penetrate.
Yep, into a corner. It's a lot of damage, though, that goes either way. Corsair doing a
They blocked
decent
off the
enough
spike.
job. Seeing it now. Snakebite in the seas. Connects up. Oh, he's just found a slightest of angles. Hold on. It's not enough. We fall into that one.
Another opportunity for C9 to fix what's been going wrong with their post plans. If they can get a little deeper, fight over cave, maybe they can hold on.
Still guarded. Overlaps up here. It's going to be an ult for an ult, pound for pound, but Nightfall just with the classic. How's he doing that? Fireball Ops. Traded in the end here, but it does leave, again, Cloud9 in a player advantage situation, especially now.
Last player standing.
Cortezia going down, and this should just be a matter of fact. Jerwin, Jerwin, Jerwin! Hold on! Speaking way too soon, Saturate flying forwards! Ace claimed! And with the double dash, plenty of time left in the bank.
One of the best aces that we've seen in Americas this year. Never mind this stage has only just begun. It's a play of the day, a play of the tournament so far, and that'll take some beating. That was a monstrously good ace.
Yeah, my bad for calling it too early.
No, but it should have been. It absolutely
been.
should have been an easy cleanup. And I'm not even mad about how C9 played that.
Yeah.
They were really trying to swing off each other's contact. That's a crazy play.
Crispy.
That's why they brought him in. Struggled a little throughout stage one, but Jerwin, if he can access form that's anywhere near that, Sen will have a great chance.
Looking real nice here. Cove. Carolina needs to be broken. They don't account for Marv though whatsoever. Cortezia is right there alongside him. Shoulder to shoulder. Marv might have gone down, but he just follows the traces, connects the dots through the smoke.
And Sen mix up their defense. A much deeper smoke this time. And C9 think it's fake. They just try to walk through it. I was on a 4-spy round for Cloud9. Their money is now broken. What are they thinking? Just wandering through that one?
Not too sure. Joe
No
Biden
respect.
into the Amazon type beat. It was...
No respect whatsoever on that deeper smoke. Marv is having a cultural impact on
He
the team.
really is, yeah. It's bleeding through. Love to see it.
He's got 11 assists so far as well. I mean, half of them might come from that round. 5 C9 players just walking through a code.
Bizarre.
Emmy's got his hands all over his face already.
I mean, that's standard for me, though.
A little bit of exasperation.
Yeah.
I'm much more inclined to give the credit to Jerwin on how he played that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But Sentinels, maybe they'll get tested a little more when the sides swap and they're attacking without their IGL. For now, though, they're looking good.
They're trying to do it for John QT still. That is a nasty shot. Straight through the wall. Jonah P going down. That's going to be handing over a rifle to the opposition. Whoa! Okay.
That goes both ways.
All right. Instinctual.
And this is one of the reasons why the defenders have been closing the door a lot.
Yeah, but still Vic doesn't manage to find it.
Oh, it's brutal.
Didn't have the gun for it, did he?
Yeah, that's pure weaponry differential.
But we've been seeing, like you were mentioning, a lot of teams in China playing Summit. They close this door off the rip to not allow this angle, this avenue.
I mean, look at Marv's positioning right now.
Yeah.
He's just having to cover so deep.
It makes it so much more complicated. Having to worry about the lurk angle. He's already revealed the shot off. Knife out. Mine's going to be ricocheting off the back wall. Util held out. He's potentially in a bit of a troubling spot, but it's being sealed up, at least the gaps in the play. Cloud9's positioning now noted, and with that Odin spam and sprayed out.
Cortezia has done amazing to get another one there. 17 and 7, this guy.
Ryan right now doing it for John QT.
30 seconds left.
Zelsis pressed into a 1v3 just with the stinger. Util will be coming online, but that is not the angle you were hoping for.
Certainly didn't want to be turning a corner and seeing 3 Sentinels players running at him. Zelsis is the one that could have made a difference in this round by trying to connect the dots, create those short-range fights for his team to be able to flourish with a stinger. Crazy shots going around over towards B main to start this. I mean, how else are you going to react to that?
Enemy remaining.
So far, Cortezia is having a game and a half with the Odin. Just getting into really defensive positions, utilizing the Vice. First time we've seen Vice be picked on this map as well. Nobody's really given it a try, even though it looks like a great map for the Agent.
Yeah.
Almost everyone playing Cypher. Seeing so much Cypher.
A lot of the buffs really helping out, actually, across the board.
Look at this. This time, Cortezia putting that wall deep into A-Link, which is a strange one. Just anticipating that the Harbor ult is going to get used on a split. Instead, Zelsis grouping up to pop into Jerwin.
It's going to be sailing up and overhead. That's just to deal with any potential Vice Thorns. Prowler, though, will need to be respected. Convergent pass going to be layered down. The damage, though, surely not. That was Jerwin escaping with his life. Redux with a peel that was necessary. Helps out his teammate now. Cloud9 puts a stop to any plans that they might have had.
That's absurd. Jerwin should have been caught in the middle of his ult, and then the Saturate helps him get out. C9 committed so much to that, and they got absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, worse than nothing. They lost their entry player.
Take quite a lot from SEN. Jonah P committed his own Nightfall just to peel them back and push them away.
Celsius is now leading them into the Vice setup as well. They know that they didn't contact into a wall over towards B.
I just realized they have double up on the ground. What is it? Holding this one down now. Look at this. It's cheeky as anything, isn't it? Vice setup here is a bit of a backup, but he's going to be holding his nerve, holding his ground, and there it is. Source a sign of life. Door's going to be broken down, but already damage has been done, and Steel Garden has been saved here. There's not much time at all. They've only got 17 seconds. Cloud9 are going to get a bit of a move on. They need to get this plant down and out now. SEN, wait this one out. Plenty of util ult while they're at it. Steel Garden now going to be utilized. He's going to be pushing them all the way to the sides. Jack is going to have to be that pivotal player to put a stop to it. Open is the sight line right now. Cortezia just steps right back into it, but that ADS angle is not ideal for it still. Earns his mark. Fireball ups there instantaneously with the trade, but he's going to have to earn it a bit more where that came from. SEN, the triple face up. It's up to Vic. Lift onto the side. Nasty shot to just under Jerwin. But a trade, once more, immaculate stuff. Sentinels, an 8-4 half. Nothing to scoff at all.
Amazing rounds coming out of Cortezia, out of Jerwin. Outrageous stuff without their IGL even in the server. Now the sides are going to swap, and they'll have to do it on the attack side. But so far, this gambit from C9 of taking SEN to a new map, a map that we haven't seen yet in Americas, barely seen at all across VCT, really, has not paid off.
Not for now, but we'll find out if it can.
Defensive setup, you have your Cypher anchoring A, and people fighting over B main instead. Lots of teams around the world choosing defense setups like this. Cortezia doesn't seem like he wants to be holding on to this. He's just got the wall and the rest of the team looking to go and take mid.
It's an interesting smoke, isn't it? Gets you a lot of space in through mid nice and early. Door's going to be broken now towards mid, and that does cut off available avenues now for Sentinels to potentially lurk through, but they're going to be setting this one. Flying forwards now through A-Link. Just Jerwin taking it. He's trying to cut away the door. Peels all the way back with the refract. Bit of working of the map here by Sentinels.
Yeah, real heavy emphasis on mid.
Now just double dash again. Fakes on fakes of a Prowler and a bit of util. They're just trying to pull rotations all the way around here. Bait and switches abound, but now with that high tide, it does reveal their hand.
Yeah, and Oxy's full pushed out B main in this meantime.
Seeing a cam, it's going to be catching that contact. Fireball ops though. Play to do something about it, but he's just going to be playing to hold and control over towards Cave.
Let's see how Sentinels play these post plants. Smart from Fireball ops to just back up. after they'd lost yard control, very hard to hold. But he just maintains control of Cave instead. That is going to allow C9 to be able to come back in on the retake a bit better.
They're going to fight this one. Sentinels gearing up for it. It's going to be a clash. Bloodbath potentially occurring out towards that cave area, but Horns dissipating and out of the coves up. Calling for a bit of a rolling retreat here. Sentinels just looking to bleed time off the clock. Hopefully not paying with their lives, but Cloud9 still find a way forwards and through him out. He's just out of bullets. Cortesia, it's all in your hands now. Whittled down, Vic is barely alive at all. Swing out, but it's half earned. Potential win cons now. Jack to tap, and now a full stick potentially! Slight swing, slightest of adjustments. And all the aura in a world there for the Red Bull clutch. Cortesia, no slowing down.
21 kills. 21 and 7. He's having an astonishingly good map. So clean with these one taps as well with Bandit in hand. Deletes Jack at the end. The more pushed up position in the post plant, C9 actually managed to barrel their way out through the cove. Didn't help. And that's double pistol now for Sentinels. Up 9-4. It's going to be incredibly tough for C9, who picked this map to be able to come back.
This was their gambit. Okay.
Seen teams do this as well. You just want to deny the orbs.
Yeah. In real time. Celsius couldn't join the rest of them, so he's going to look to see if he can do as much damage as possible.
And he dies to Redux as he's peeking over the top of his monitor trying to lock eyes with Cortesia. I don't think you can really get in the head of a guy who's 21 and 8.
No.
After you just kill him in a pistol v pistol duel. He's not worried about that.
Sentinels looking at an incredibly healthy bonus round coming up.
I don't mean to be rude, but Celsius has almost as many kills on his teammates as he does on the other team. he just got a 4K on C9.
It's absurd. it's
I don't think we've ever seen that before.
It's quite funny though, isn't it? It's quite funny. Yeah.
And that's a stat for the ages.
All right, Sentinels, you got a lot of guns, and you're running away with this map now. Big reveal off onto the one, but no spam in sight. Jerwin, Kinsert over towards that drop angle. Redux on a deep TP. They weren't anticipating that at all. It's a crazy timing to take. Vic taken out of the picture. How does the retake look now for Cloud9? High-tide ready. Celsius. That's it loose now, just to the sides, but it's going to be difficult. It's just going to be partitioning it up. Take it into one direction. That nade should be good. Yep. It's going to be pushing these players right into the open. And that's a pick your poison situation. It's a lovely nade. 2 players immediately removed. Earns another one back up. But Jonah P looking to see if he can play off the back of all this chaos. Weaving in and out past the cove. And he's found his mark. Found his timing. Strikes true. Puts a stake through the heart of the opposition there. That is 11 rounds now for SEN.
C9 had the idea of what they wanted to do on the retake. They throw down the harbor wall. They get into position. Slowly work their way through the site. But the smokes on the site just allowed Jonah P the perfect angle to play around. And a 3K from this spot.
Yo, Cortez, what time is it? What time is it?
Timeout.
Yeah.
3 timeouts apparently. Don't think it works like that.
If he could, he would.
It's the board. Outlaw might thrive in Cortezia's hands. We'll see.
I think Marv is going to be wanting to pick up this ult orb over towards B main.
Yeah, it's a lot of big ults that potentially coming online soon.
Got to be worried about traps though. This map with its congested extremities. Very strong trap plays for the defenders.
It's very claustrophobic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tap.
Marv is worried.
Yeah. He's got the cove that he can activate there. He was waiting, he was baiting it out. Trying to see if the spam was online there. So he does get his ult in the process.
I have the spike.
Slow around here, my son.
And Vic actually goes for the rotate here. Thinking, right, well, we know that they just got Harbor ult in B main. If they were going to go B, they probably would have taken an earlier timing. But that read is wrong. And it leaves Fireball Ops, the new player for Cloud9, home alone.
He's got a potential trip to play off of.
There.
Cuts it up onto the one side of the boxes, but might be swiftly overwhelmed. Camera catching contact. Now with that util flying forwards, Jack attempting to peel this one out, but there's a trip forwards, now dominating inside that cage. It's Fireball Ops, at least takes the one out, now bides his time, waiting for it, Cortezia. Oh my! Sidearm peeled and pulled all the way out. It's Zeltis' head that just rolls straight off. 3v3 still, and Sentinel's not giving up any semblance of ground. Fighting tooth and nail for this one, and slipping his way through the cracks. That's Redux.
I love these insert positions over towards Trophy. So difficult to deal with. Jack doesn't even want to go for it. You're 11-4 down. How many more opportunities are you even going to get?
Doesn't seem likely, does it?
The chance of winning 8 rounds in a row are surely less than the chance of you winning this 1v3. But he's going to take the percentage play in his head and back it up. C9 are really struggling here. Sentinel's allowed to do whatever they like. And they don't seem particularly to be bothered by the fact that they don't have their IGL in the server right now. No shade to John, but it's been working today so far.
I mean, the individuals are popping, that's for sure, but I think Sen have had some great ideas too.
Well, this one was very simple. You just go B, you grab the Harbor ultimate, wait a little bit to see if there's a reaction, and then hit the site with it. But they were thinking, I mean, this is shocking. You can't be letting him pull out his Sheriff and then still get the kill. There has to be more confidence.
5-second animation as he takes the Sheriff out.
I know. He's twirling it around.
I know. Still, he's got a hot hand right now. And Cloud9 are feeling it.
Could be a fight here of the ult.
Definitely could. One way's going to be dissipating a bit of this aggression, but a DTP of Redux, yeah. It's going to be gearing up now. Takes all that ground forwards. It's got an ult online, potentially.
I mean, pick this up more than anything just to deny it away from the defenders.
It's a nice map as well to get some deep Omen TPs in. So a bit of chaos.
For sure.
As we were mentioning, it is claustrophobic.
It's really tough as the defenders to go and re-clear over towards A right now. You'll see you'll see Jack try to do it with a Prowler, but there's just so many spots where that Prowler could have been dodged. C9 are never really confident that this A repop isn't coming through.
No. We'll see, they do have a stack of bodies over towards A, but...
Yeah, they're going to go for the B fake.
Yeah, it's Sentinel's trying to fake with the B pressure, at least. Deep Smoke's overlapped. See if this gets sold to Cloud9. Double dash from Joe, and they're going to be sending him all the way in. It does have the Refractor peel back anyway. Deep Omen TP into Cave. This is layers on layers towards this one.
It's a masterclass from the Marved IGL.
Yeah, he's just worked him. Cloud9 trying to play this one full-on retake. Because here, what is his position? Underneath the doorway, does not matter. Still Guardians just to buy them critical seconds and push Cloud9 all the way back.
The Vice ults have been so good for positioning.
Yeah, but now looking to see if they can play this retake again. Just trying to stutter step, peel out and play out their way forwards. It's Redux out from behind. He's got that rifle in hand. He's layering him down with lead and bullets. Enough time to get the reloads off. Smokes on smokes maybe to save the day, but for Cloud9 it feels like death sentence potentially being called out here. The toll just ringing out, and at this point, surely it's curtains. Vic, not long for the world there. 13-4 is the finish for Summit. Unreal stuff from Sentinels, doing it for John QT. We're still points, aren't we? Anyway, let's get into Haven. There's about 5 seconds remaining until we're finally in the action. The emphasis being placed onto Cloud9. Can they batter back and find a way in to take it all the way to Lotus? That's the question here. Sentinels, though, not messing around, are they? Shot down into the corner. Double dash into the Cloudburst too, so getting all the space in the world here. Really given up and conceded.
Zelsis is not going to want a piece of this. He's got the camp for the retake. Rest of the team closing down the gap towards Jonah P. Oh, they're actually starting to pull away now. Didn't want to go for the flank retake.
Yeah, they were thinking about it, maybe. It was pinged down by Jonah P. I think he heard a couple of footsteps. We'll see now. Rest of the pack now rejoining up towards the usual positions, but how do you deal with this one? It's set up here by Sentinels. There's a nice little wall that's going to be cutting this up and away. Cuts out the angles nicely. Still Redux. Yep. ISO'd and sitting just tight to the corner there. Okay, Cortez. Yeah, okay, he's going to make a go for it. Gets the 1 kill. Peels back with that one, but it's going to come down to that random spam smoke. Dissipating is half earned onto the defuse already. Surely, potentially with the wing cons, but the kills need to go to Cloud9's way. And the shots ringing out and going way too wide. It's Sentinels with another pistol round under their belt.
Another post-plant position played well by Sen. C9 struggling to land those kills, struggling to draw people out into the open. And Jack again, a sitting duck, trying to get the defuse stuck for the team. Redux, this is one of the maps where we're going to be able to see him play that duelist, get out on Jet. I'm excited to see what he's capable of. I think building this team around him and putting him into great positions could be massive for SEN. He's got so much skill, but they move around his role a ton.
It's a lot asked of him.
Can he be a Neon-esque player for Sentinels? I think that's my question throughout stage 2.
Does take something special here. Sentinels, you can see they've slowed it all the way down, anticipating some level of aggression.
Instead, it's a quad high-low stack from C9.
Devious. It's just devious. Bit of spamming away, just in case it was a trip layered down. We're seeing how this one gets played out. Guns are being swapped around, exchanged all the way around here. Eventually the Bulldog making its way back into the hands of Redux. That's going to clear most of this. SEN navigate nicely.
It's a completely open B side. How do the post plants look?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a teaser. Things to come here. Because Cloud9, they don't look like they have any intention of playing into this.
No, they're not even going to attempt it.
What is this, setting up another little high-low? Yep.
Yeah. And just looking to die to spike as well.
Yeah. Just playing for min-max, deny, SEN a chance to generate some of these ults. They might want to go hunting, though.
Possibly.
Potentially, but they do have gearing up, I think, for a pretty good bonus. So.
Yeah. I mean, Jonah might go and look for something. He's almost halfway up to the Hunter's Fury, but he's decided to go in the wrong direction here, so.
Well, yeah, it's unlikely.
Oh, he might catch Jack.
Footsteps. Oh, there it is. One kill for the Troubles.
Lovely. Big stuff.
Yeah.
So SEN able to get another little old point out of that, but C9 are playing this game heavily to deny any opportunity for snowballing to happen. Same thing that they did on Summit, just allowing the pressure to crush them of the door, I mean.
Not true. Yeah. Cloud9. A team that have been having their struggles recently. I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but it was their manager who was talking about it. Chopping and changing. Obviously, they were the center of a lot of discussions about what the hell they were doing with their roster. Bringing Vic back into the fold, but now we're going to see some, again, testing over towards the C site. Even back away, Zelsis just looking to play this one fully onto the retake.
Zelsis had help there, ready, but he still chose to drop off this time.
Might choose to take it rapidly now, though. Here it is. Dashing up overhead. Oxy straight there. Zelsis off to the side. These players are caught, corralled now. Sentinels picked to pieces here. They need a bit of a bailout, and Jonah P now. Position going to be noted there. The C's connecting. It's nice by Cloud9.
Okay.
Patience in the right places.
Absolutely clean. I had a little frown on my face there because I thought Zelsis, if he had hard anchored, would have played his team in a little better. But actually, the 5-player flood, basically, that they went for, the pre-take, just running out through the smoke. Zelsis hits a pre-fire on the Redux, wins a 1v1 against Cortazir, and actually plays the rest of his team in beautifully.
Let's go! Come on!
Not fast enough to take back site control there. So C9 fend off the bonus. But I think SEN is starting to get the read at this point that it is only Zelsis here early doors. They can push him off, bully him away pretty early on.
We've been doing these execs all day long so far. Now we're going to see it once more. There's danger here on either side. Somehow Marv is going to be grappling most of this. Gets 2 kills, peels back, but he needs a double TP. He's the one with a spike. He's got to survive here. He's got to peel all the way back. What was intended to be a fake potentially over towards C is now turned into the real deal.
Yeah, well, Marv and Zelsis are both lucky to still have their lives in the midst of this 3v3.
Yeah, it's a paranoia just to give them the space to be able to cross and get potentially this plant down. They call for it.
They got a plan for backside.
Adjustments made.
Redux and Jerwin looking to get active.
Touching up here. Ult earns up. Gets a bit of information. Raj control is going to be lost out here. Tapping away from the rifles. Lee's going down. Jerwin sidesteps now. Peels all the way back towards the site. Playing this one shoulder to shoulder, but Marv is taking liberties. It's 11 HP. It's already fast off onto the flank. Fireball ops now with that wall. Cuts its way to run across. Slight tap. Waiting for the insurance policy. There it is. Marved. Seals it all up.
What an outrageous round from Marved.
No fear when he was going for that flank all the way through garage.
And who is calling these elaborate fake rounds from
Yeah.
SEN on the attack side? Look at this. Oxy walks up, gets a free 2K, and yet Marv cleans things up, outplaying Vic. The mechanics are absolutely still there from Marv. And then has the presence of mind to be able to get away.
Good trades, bro.
It really is a beautiful round from him. 5-1.
It's been Praken. The form is looking nice. Haven't skipped a beat. Seen a lot of emphasis being placed over towards that lobby control.
Oh, that's a seize into a molly.
Yep, Redux burnt to a crisp and then just spotting the barest of angles. Tiniest of margins really to work with here. Vic unaccounted for up onto that corner to Paranoia. Enough to potentially bail him out here. Sentinels struggling for anything at all. Deep TP. Evacuation by Vic.
Gonna fall back here.
Sentinels that are in a struggling situation here.
These are the kind of rounds, though, that C9 cannot afford to lose. It was the 4v1 aim he was talking about. Well, this one's a 4v2.
They've given over access towards a spike. Is potential there. Handing over a 1v1. It's all handled, though, in time. Cloud9 only trailing by the 1 round now. Looking like not letting that previous map affect them too much.
Oh, those are the kind of rounds that you need underneath you. You need the foundation of just being able to convert your advantage situations. Look at this. Redux, I think for a moment there, thought that he was going to be able to get away with that. Cute set play from Cloud9.
Remaining.
Comes away with A lobby control, dominant player advantage, and C9 pick up the second round. They also break the economy of Sentinels.
They're not working with much, are they?
There it is again.
Never play over towards that A lobby control. It's one of the things that the Fade gives you. Got to respect that with the C's.
Yeah, the Fade is really good on this map. Jack's just going to be jiggling, looking for info. Picking up the Odin.
A lot of noise being made here by Sentinels. Not worried about taking risks here when they have the weaker money.
Paranoia being held.
Dark Cam does need to be broken. That Paranoia does swoop forwards, like you were saying. Held for the moment. Potential timings though to be taken. Trip taken out.
C9 looking like they've got more ideas here than they did on their map pick, actually.
Deep space by Oxy. This is the operator against an eco. There's danger here. Jack though, just looking to see if he can jiggle. Catch the contact and he sees those signs of life. The Prowler's going to give him the additional confirmation he needs. The question is, does he want to try and play onto the site anchoring? He's asking for a bit of backup. Fireball ops right there to flash through and over towards the side, but that saturate is pretty picture perfect. Zelsis just trying to work his way all the way in. A bit of spam and spraying him down. Better weaponry will win the day, at least it looks like for now. Marv, not long for it. Patizia can't quite nail those shots with a headhunter. 3-3.
Sentinels are going to be able to get their money back online here, though. Rifles available for the attackers, and this is where C9 have got to hold on. Because it's all well and good being able to clean up rounds like this. The test is just going to get a little more difficult now. And this is why there's going to be attack timeout here as well, because this next round coming up, super critical for both sides. For C9, it's about establishing control over the game. For Sentinels, it's about stopping a snowball from happening for the defenders, because this is a round again where they would be fully bought up.
Yeah. Tough tidings, really. I mean, I'm guessing what a setup might be.
But I think even if you just go towards C,
He's pre-aiming for the dart.
to pick up Join's ult,
Yeah.
so much of this is going to be on Oxy and how he plays this.
They're trying to make sure that they can take care of any util that flies forwards. He's got that refract onto the corner, walks up steadily now, sees it with the signs of life, pulls all the way back. It's a lovely shot. Gets extra information. Dart does need to be dealt with here, but that's going to be double dashing forwards. There it is, Shorty in his hands. Oxy puts on a statement over towards the C site. Shuts it down, locks it down.
It's a brilliant round from Oxy.
It's a good read as well out of the timeout.
It really is. The little play early on. Getting deep down C. And we've seen in previous rounds as well that even if he didn't take contact there, he was really happy to get on a very deep angle. We saw that on the anti-eco where he got posted all the way down the bottom of C. Another situation though, Bren, where C9 can't afford to lose this one, right? They're in a 5v3, playing A for retake. They have to convert spots like this.
And does invite Moments of error, potentially, if they give up the entirety of the side, which they are. This one, a full retake. Aggro as anything with a TP. Utility still needs to be dealt with, but you're not seeing any sound cues or any pressure being made off the back of somebody who's still being triggered. You've got to realize nobody's home, and yeah, you should be worried about it because Cortezia is still home, still locking it down. Celsius is good with a trade. Important. That was essential. No longer have to worry about that one. Straight up through to be... God, now we're seeing that neural theft. Reveals the positioning now and run it back. Just for that extra element. Layers it up onto this retake. Ensures that nothing goes amiss.
It's a round on the board for Cloud9. But I'm not sure Fireball Ops will feel great about the fact that he had to use his Phoenix ult there just to feel safe. That Phoenix ult is so good for being able to do stuff like flood defend over towards C, put pressure on the B plant. At the end of the day, they get the round on the board, and it's an important one because SEN's economy is now not going to be that great. Yeah. Amazing round from Oxy as well. He anticipated every piece of pressure coming into it.
One enemy remaining.
So when all's said and done, C9 will be happy about it. And Ewok is annoyed at how that's gone down. Don't know whether that was a reaction to the beginning of the round, actually.
And the money's going a bit weird here for Sentinels. He does have the ult though. Pops that one off, and we're already seeing this. A rapid takeover. Convergent pass onto the one side. Trip needs to be dealt with though, and that's still going to be locking up the main choke point. TPs and updrafts all the way over it. Zeltz is not going to have the luxury of playing off the back of it. Here's the scurry and scuttling of the footsteps. He knows how the plan going down onto C. He tries to take that timing straight past the smoke. That is brazen as anything. Punished for it.
You've got two big ults for retake. And he just tries to take a timing like that. Fireball Ops is going to have to win the fight on the flank, I think.
Still going for it out. Nightfall convergent pass to cover all the extremities of this one here. Forces the play. Redux with that Blade Storm in hands. Looking to lock this one all the way out and abounds. It's Oxy instant with the trade. Along with that Op, and it's Fireball Ops just trying to cause chaos and carnage off to the side, but they're giving it up. They're called for it. Oxy not in a position to see if he can play off of it, not with the operator in his hands.
The flank was so quiet, so sneaky for so long. And then Fireball Ops gave away where he was playing, and now these kills, they're immaterial. They don't do anything to the outcome of the round. C9 have already given up control. C is such a weakness for them. If Oxy isn't there working magic, C9 don't particularly have answers. There was that one round where they managed to get back in altogether. But it looks like an area that SEN could just hammer over and over. And that's a critical round win for Sentinels.
There's a ton of ults being used by C9.
Yeah. But they used the Blade Storm, they used the Tour de Force just to mitigate their economical problems.
Now back up to even level. Or the 4. Bit of parity as well with the weaponry. We're seeing that. Horn going to be broken. Cloudburst as well to feign the cross. Let's listen in to see what SEN have got.
Take garage window, take garage window. Break it. Go garage window.
Fuck, I think they're in already. I can't go. Focus one. I'm gonna paranoia backside. Ready? Paranoia. Yeah, waiting. Tell me when.
I'll hold log, okay?
Ready.
Ready now.
Could be black, guys.
One backside for sure.
Blinding me back.
Can you wait the smoke? Just chill.
We have up. I'm gonna drone. We're slowing it down. One flat tag.
Flat backside. I'm playing back.
Spike down.
146. 146.
All good.
It is Cloud9. Seemed to sealed up the gaps over towards the C side, but it did have a very strong beginning and opening to the round.
Yeah, the 2K early on is everything for them.
Kind of spelled it out.
You've lost both your duelists instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a lot easier to defend the C side when SEN are playing a double duelist comp and they both hit the dirt insta. C9 though look like they have that belief that they can win rounds like that.
That's good, honestly, off the back of what Imi was saying.
Yeah, it didn't look like that on Summit. Here's Oxy back in this position.
Here it is, another refract off to the corner. He's just spotted it, signs of life. Poking out to the side. Was he there? Refract gives him that window opportunity!
What a shot!
It's Oxy the one punish though. He's handed over a potential gun to be reclaimed. Redux all the way up now, dashing into the cloud burst, trying to play this one off the back of the timings, and Joe went straight there with the punish all the way into the back of the site. This is slapdash really from Cloud9. Held together with just duct tape and spit, and it's not really being put together well enough.
They donated a gun with that play from Fireball Ops too. just handed it over to Sentinels. I don't really see a way back in for Zellsis and Vic here. Especially with the position of Marv. He's just got a backstab that should lock this one up.
He's playing with no fear. Like you said, should be the player to really lock this one up. If they hand over a couple of individual kills, maybe, potentially, but Zellsis chipped down, barely alive at all. We'll just have to scurry away, tail between his legs.
Mostly for C9, this has been a good map. But they completely lost control of what they were up to here. Again, C being a weakness for them. Oxy got outplayed and suddenly everything crumbled behind him.
Thrifty.
Zellsis not going to be keeping that gun into the next.
3 HP, the regen armor isn't going to do much for you there.
Yeah.
And SEN tie it back up at 5-5. It's genuinely impressive how well they're playing without John in the roster.
I think it speaks volumes, I think, for the work that they were putting in. They're already looking quite good towards the end of stage 1. Putting it all together. You can tell they haven't been taking the time off lightly. Putting into good work.
Ewok had a lot on his plate, didn't he? He had to prove that he could turn this ship around.
Cloudburst is nice, at least, to feign like you've crossed up into A. It puts a lot of pressure onto Jack. He's going to have to clear that with the Prowler. But already he's going to be feeling not too confident, I think, about this. There is a possibility that somebody took a timing.
It's a hard read in this round. The Sentinels are going to go over towards B. 3 players committed to this. Playing A full for retake.
Brace yourselves for a meet.
3 players committed to this. Playing A full for retake. Trying to use that conditioning from earlier on that they were going to throw C's mollies into A lobby.
And pack mentality here by Cloud9.
The timing is good, though. It's going to let them get onto the flank retake. They at least need to break this trip, though, if they want to go back.
No, Plant's going to go down. There's no pushback. We'll see how this one goes. Settling into the post-plant positions.
Oh, trip broken with the Phoenix wall of all things.
Yeah. It's going to be causing a bit of concern, I think. Marv, he's worried about it, potentially. But now we're going to see it. Util sailing up and overhead. That's going to be the C's. Molly on top of it. Cloud9. It's long-range artillery that they are just lobbing into the fray. The A site being dissected in the process. Flick of the wrist will not matter. Does not come up with the goods that they were looking for there. All Cloud9 here and now.
Well, that's a lovely round from C9. Beautifully put together.
That was methodical.
They had a B trap, deliberately played A for retake. Threatened like they could have been flanking there as well. 5-all ups, hitting that blaze wall. Onto the trip, and look at the way that the Waylay clears Redux's position too.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, if they could put more rounds together like this, they'd look very competent on the defense, C9. It's just been inconsistent. Sometimes they look very good, sometimes it all goes to pot.
Now a slight lead just by the 1 round, Cloud9. Let's see if they can take it all the way here. Jack's alternating it up ever so slightly, but he is still just 1 play over towards the A side. It looks like the read is online here by SEN, but calling for reinforcements. Jack looking to see if he can hold this one all the way back, but he needs help, and he needs it now. The Horns, good with the connection. Odin spam up and away, and there it is. Cloud9 flooding in. The reinforcements arriving, and quick up onto the flank is Zellsis. Trying that trip, though, he's going to have to get all the way back and out and
Needs
away.
to play his life.
He does indeed. He's doing it nicely. He's got the cam as well to give him a bit of respite, and we're going to see how he plays this one. Of course, with the TP, Vic is going to be helping him out, and now a bit of a pseudo crossfire setup, but no one playing off the back of this one still. What are you tilting the tags? The darts being pulled out of them. That's when Cloud9 will strike.
What a good round of finish as well. Using that conditioning of round 11, where they played A for full retake, this time they decide to flood. The call was made 5 seconds before the site hit even came through. Don't worry, Jack, stay on site. The cavalry's coming.
Paid off massively.
Come on! Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys!
That's an injection of energy that was sorely needed here by Cloud9. It's a 2-round lead
For C9, the more experienced player, the guy who was anchoring in a lot of these spots and was giving up space, but then trying to come back in at the right times, trying to coordinate with the rest of the squad.
Sentinels, they've been dominant on the pistol rounds. We'll see how this one gets off to a great start. Still Redux! dismissing them with a wave of a hand, a few stray shots, and he's already doing even more damage. Putting a fear of God into the back of the Cloud9 players' heads.
Both of these duelists are going to be looking to take aggro angles, Redux and Joen. Cortesia too. C9 are going to be chasing shadows, working around these slow defaults.
Chipping down his Cloud9 players. Sheriff's doing all the damage now. Vic, no fear there. Straight into the B site, straight there with a plant. Moves forwards now. What is the next stage of this one? Util held down as that smoke dissipates here. The paranoia is good for the connection. Smoke to see if they can cut out even more space and hold this one away, but Celsius caught unaware. Crosshair placement, not quite ready for it. Deep dart now in a double face. This is all Sentinels once more. They are just not losing pistol rounds.
It's a big one for them to be able to take. Really nice shots coming through from Redux at the beginning of the round. Delight to see him out there on the duelist. Should be a good composition in terms of playing retakes as well.
It's a lot of damage.
It is. The Sheriff buys are just so powerful on pistol rounds.
It's one of the highest win rates, at least it was.
Nice!
Has been for a couple of years, actually.
At the end of London, right, for pistol rounds?
Yeah, ever since Gen G started doing it a lot in 2024. Ton of value. Double body shot. And the headshot, obviously, but a double body shot kill is massive in rounds like this. Full eco for C9. They've been trying to deny ult points as much as possible in rounds like this.
They're going to run it down here, though. That Marshall, it's going to be getting to work, isn't it? Ball needs to be dealt with, and he's right there, Joey by his side. Rattling away with the shots on the Sheriff. This is swiftly being overwhelmed. Chomped to bits, really, with the classics in hand, but the cutting up, crossing up. Marv to mid-ball up. He's really getting that done. Okay, that's all SEN.
3 players survive at the end of that one. 2 Bulldogs and a Guardian kept in. Let's see what ideas they have. Who's even coming up and cooking up these ideas in the middle of the round like this?
I don't know.
I got to assume it's somebody like Jonah P. Maybe it is Marv coming back in.
It's usually a team effort.
Yeah.
I think it's...
to carry the burden with John out.
Yeah, and even just in general, I think a lot of teams, they put a lot of responsibility on the IGL shoulders, but it's a lot of calling that goes on across pretty much every team.
I know Jonah was extremely vocal when he was playing with G2.
Oh yeah, with the listenings, you could tell.
Yeah.
Even with SEN. They do have some potency with this one. Jerwin can essentially lock down the entirety of Garage by himself with that Judge.
Oh, the Prowler missed him.
Hold on, Redux is all
What's
the way
going
up
on
there.
here?
This is what's going on? Timing's on timing, straight past it. Redux punishes, and now with that Judge, yep, that's where it thrives. Plenty of damage done.
Oh, it's a tragedy in this round for C9.
Fall of the pieces. Bonus round ideas, they're working out fully.
SEN took risks in a couple of different areas around the map, and every single one of them paid off perfectly. Jack's slinking back into spawn here with 14 HP.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be a long time to save if that's what they've got on their mind.
That looks like the play.
There's still a minute.
Doesn't look like they have any intention of moving forwards.
Well, SEN are going to be hunting for them at some point, though.
Yeah, they have so much money in the bank. They don't care about throwing away a couple of these guns.
No, absolutely. You tick down about 30 seconds, and then the hordes are going to be coming after Vic and Jack.
Dart broken.
Already giving away the positioning of one of them.
30
Yeah,
seconds
and look
left.
at this. Cortesia slowly creeping up onto the angles. Going hunting. Let's see if he can sniff out the opposition.
It's only Oxy that has any money in the bank.
Try and keep a hold of these guns. Cortesia knows there's a second player around, but doesn't need to worry about Vic's position just now because the net is being cast out. These players are being pushed into a corner. Cloud9 desperate now to hold on to these guns. Being assailed from multiple directions. Now the Vic, and he's getting it all done. Not quite. Brought down and toppled. Jack lucky here. Tries that rifle into the next.
Trying to blend into the landscape.
Yeah.
If he could, he'd be painting himself in leaf patterns.
Yes.
C9 get to keep one gun. And Jack has no money because he saved. And he had no armor because he was down on 14 HP. Jerwin didn't get spotted by a Prowler in Garage. Gets mad value out of the Judge.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Celsius goes walking forwards and doesn't anticipate the fact that Redux has just walked up A long. It's a Peeking out Garage, you're walking down A long,
Yeah.
doing something with the abilities that they have, that
They are
dash,
brave.
that refract.
Exactly right. They can take risks at the right moments.
Man, the buy is just horrible for Cloud9.
The rifle has been offloaded at least. Fireball Ops is one away from the ult.
He has been hidden in this map.
Looking for it now. This deep smoke is going to be played into the... Let's see it! Just a no-scope shot goes wide here, Joe, and potentially there to be able to peel this one out. The refract all the way back. Joe, and he's taking out Fireball Ops. That was the rifle player, but maybe it can be exchanged of hands. Refract back once more, and look at this, peeling all the way through and around. The anger smoke. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Redux just asserting himself, announcing himself to the conversation. There's not really any hope at all here for Zelsis. I said that before with Jerwin when he aced, but this one I do believe.
If Zelsis gets one taps with a stinger, we truly are living in a different
That's
world.
what I'm saying. I might just need to quit.
No, this one is truly unwinnable in this spot. And C9 desperately tried to hold on to a couple of rifles in the previous, and now, I mean, it didn't particularly help them. Fireball Ops got dropped instantly.
Yeah, immediately. We're seeing
30 seconds left.
one hell of a setup here. Zelsis. Not going to want to save the stinger, are you?
Here.
No. Trying to do any chip damage to the economy that he can, but Sense is out of control at this point.
And they also know he's there, I'm pretty sure.
They've also got Waylay Ultimate for the next round. They could play a trap play with it. They could play retake with it. There's tons of stuff that they could do. Sen are firmly in control of this series now.
Yeah. Okay.
And Zelsis, who was 11-4 to end the half, who said coming into this match that Sen was the team he wanted to beat most in America's Stage 2. It's got to be a sad feeling watching it slip away from you.
Not over just yet, but certainly in control. Neon-esque. Cortezia. We'll see how Cloud9 do. They've got a couple of guns in their hands now. 5 rifles. Bit of Odin spam into the corner though. That's not going to be able to get the punish off onto Oxy. The double dash forwards is being disrespected here. Deep drone almost used immediately. Convergent pass off from the side. This is a play with multiple avenues, and layers being piled on it still. It's Cloud9 dissipate it nicely.
That's such a sick idea though. Love the use of that ultimate from Jerwin.
That was from behind.
Yeah, what an angle. The push down mid. There's a couple of little gaps there, and Cloud9 did get away from it, but I respect the play.
That was good as well. Just get that connection onto Jerwin. It's what they were looking for. Oxy looking to clean up at this point. Second Prowler to set him up. It's nice movement from Jerwin, but Zelsis right there anyway. Instant with the trade. And Vic, pinpoint accuracy locked onto the angle. Cloud9 not looking to go out just yet.
Jonapi is ahead of this one though. They won't expect him to be here.
Smoked out, it's cause for concern. And how the hell do you slip past this one? Zelsis again. Locked onto the right line.
Great recovery in this round from Cloud9. It's a unique, interesting idea from Sen. Push down mid with the Waylay ult to trap them all over towards A-Long. It's cute. It almost worked. But C9 got a couple of players that just managed to dodge this one.
Bunkered down, didn't they? Vic.
It's this position from Vic. Did actually get caught, but still was able to grab the kill. Unexpected, uncleared.
Good here.
Fireball Lob's got to save the ultimate.
Hold on, this is rapid again off the rip deep dash all the way through. Paranoia on top of it, blinded up, and that cuts it up entirely. Jerwin just slicing and dicing through the opposition. Marved, eager to help out and get involved in the action.
Retrieve the spike. Tripwire destroyed.
Zelsis, tough task ahead of him, a 1v3. Has the spike. Free reign over towards the B site, but he's going to try and ISO these kills, and he's up against a tall order. Cortezia just barely not on the line. Hold
he
on,
caught the
timing.
That's a crazy timing that Zelsis has caught there.
Drifts past this one, and he might be able to put a bullet to the dome. It's going to come down to the timing still. Cortezia holds his nerve, and Zelsis might be wading right into it, and there it is. Good patience.
Yeah. Honestly, Cortezia will be a little confused about that.
Yeah.
Hello, how did he end up there? Zelsis just couldn't quite figure out exactly what angle. And you're right, it's the patience from Cortezia, just holding, waiting. making sure that the rest of his team is able to clear those important positions.
Fantastic adjustment of pace here from Sen.
And a lot of good set ideas, actually, for how to increase tempo on the defense side.
Yeah.
We just saw them with that really cool Waylay ultimate.
Nice!
They come out with another one instantly. Fireball Up still with that ult in hand. They haven't had
opportunity.
they haven't had a chance to use it.
They've been getting shut out over towards the A lobby area before they even can get going.
But Celsius has got the troops in the same position again. Same Waylay dash, down short from Oxy. This time a fake, though.
Spotted out, it has pulled a bunch of players up and over. Deep TP in a play towards it! It's Jerwin. Same angle that Oxy was on from prior.
I don't know what the idea was there.
There's a deep TP onto C. I mean, if the idea was A pressure to pull rotates.
What's the jump clear doing, though?
Yeah, not too sure. Marved. As the util out into his hands, he makes the call anyway. You could hear it from across the stage. Signs of life and a pressure now with a util flying forwards towards him. Now dealt with. All contained here by Sentinels, looking to play this one with a lot of discipline.
Redux is behind them.
And there it is. Redux strikes right where it hurts there. Unanticipated, unexpected, and now trying to just bleed out the remaining players. Cloud9, no choice but to be heads on a swivel. Oxy twisting and turning. No safe direction for him. ADS up. He's only got the Bulldog and he's making as much as he can do with it, really. It's the best he possibly can in a spot like that. This is Sentinels, though, that are now running away with it.
C9 have only been able to take a single round in this half. SEN have come out with aggression, with set plays. Absolutely cooking them. And they've got a complete read of where they're moving around the map as well. Confusion writ across the face there. Didn't quite understand what was going on the C side. Somehow maybe expecting Vic to be able to deliver that information with the Omen ult at one level.
I will give a bit of credit here to Cloud9. They've been pretty candid and transparent in terms of the issues they had. In the middle of the season, trying to rebuild around some of these players. They haven't had the best of time to put it all together.
Well, now they've got a lot of time.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, they will have plenty of matches to try to improve.
There's danger here. Oxy spots multiple signs of life here, and it has pulled the rotation to the SEN plays, but this is real pressure. Cloud9 actually want to opt into this one. Finally, running back, going to be used!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my! Straight to fruition. Fireball Ops immediately collecting a bundle of kills. Oxy right there behind it, playing off the pressure perfectly at that. Redux stays his hand for but a moment to dash away, to dissipate, potentially play his life, but it's still a 2v4 to work with. Cloud9.
Last player standing.
Driving seat. That's what they're playing for right now. Jonah P has to sit back in dismay. They're not out of it just yet. They have a sizable lead, but for Cloud9, not finished either.
What a difference it makes when you can actually take control of the game yourself and be the one setting the tempo.
Yeah.
It's been a few rounds in a row now where C9 have just had to defend on their attack side. This time, they get Fireball Ops in a position where he can use the Phoenix ult, and he delivers for them. 2 big kills. Put them into a great position to win the round instantly. That's what they need more of. Doesn't have to be a Phoenix ult, but it does have to be C9 setting the tempo if they want to be able to come back and fix this 2-round lead that SEN have got.
They demand a fight. Who are we?
I'll find you.
Look at this. Bundle of that util. It's okay. Marv just collateral damage at the end of that one, but still space created. Oxy able to capitalize off the back of it. Much more even game though, especially considering that SEN ended up winning both pistols. Bonus conversion in Haven.
It's been this half where Cloud9 have collapsed a little bit. They actually look great in the first.
See if they can hold on though.
Where are
I think it's all being used to see if they can cross this one up. Phoenix Wall cuts off that A line. They're waiting for it to dissipate and go for the flash refight, just in case anybody is pressed all the way up.
Yeah, that's the kind of place that Redux has been loving to push up to. So it makes sense that you'd want to try to catch him in this spot.
Walking all the way up here. There's no deep push from Sentinels on the other side of the map. They are unaware of this.
If C9 can take A without using their Waylay ult, if they can recognize that SEN are playing A retake, they'll be in a really strong post-plant position.
They've committed both prowlers, hasn't seen a soul, so you think that that might be able to stay to hand, at least temporarily. Dash over the top, out through there, now we see the double dash on top of it. Oxy Claiming a lot of space off the back of it. I realise that nobody's home.
Yeah, this is great. Oxy's now in a perfect position to play his ult.
Shock dart's going wide.
Should be really tough to retake this.
Convergent paths. That's what we're looking at here. Down towards Hell is going to be able to cut this one out from the choke point. See how SEN take this one now with a Paranoia. It's a Nightfall, all going to be used. Both ults on top of that to saturate. Barely dodged. Jack actually still active into the fight here, but slow to a crawl, but caught onto the lurk. Zelsis, not long for the world there. Now there's ults that go both ways, pound for pound. We're seeing it now. Sentinel seeing if they can gear all the way up, sidestepping, but it's all Fireball Ops towards the end. Slew of kills just going his way.
That's really lovely play from Cloud9 there. Recognizing the Sentinels were playing off-site, Vic got to keep the Paranoia, Oxy got to keep his ultimate, and they just layer them through. Even with Zelsis getting caught. This Waylay ult retake that Jerwin was saving just got completely countered by Vic's Paranoia in Hell. Vic and Oxy layering that up. SEN are going to take a timeout. But with John out, Ewok's got to be the guy, hit the button, and give them an idea to get them up to that match point.
Joanna P's going to have a lot of early Odin spam just through the doorway.
And that's actually going to set up Marved on an aggressive position down short.
Chips down Vic ever slightly as well. Redux, cheeky angle. Almost anticipated there by Fireball Ops, and now making moves into a different direction entirely. Over towards Garage, Prowler with that connection. Dash to cut it up. Refract pulls it all the way back here. Oh! Stutter steps. Vic is going to be catching a kill into Marv now. Blaze Walk cuts its way forwards and through. Does cut away these angles as well, but the slightest of pocket to play in, and Oxy anticipating it. It's a head clean off of Jerwin. Cloud9 managed to barrel their way through here, threatening multiple areas of the map at once. And it's immediately taking the danger out of the round. Whatever that timeout was for, it does not go to the plan that SEN had in mind.
Yeah, well, SEN heavy indexed in short control. They put two players down here in a bait and switch setup, expecting perhaps Oxy to go for that double dash that he's been going for down short. Or maybe to even catch Vic when he was on his lurk. But on a timing play and based off the Garage control, Sentinels had to dissolve that trap setup, and Vic just walked in and won a 1v1 against Marv. That certainly didn't help what was going on the other side of the map. To some degree, I think there's a bit of luck involved sometimes with, what strat do you happen to call coming out of the timeout?
Sure.
C9 went in the opposite direction of where SEN were expecting, and they hold on to enough guns.
They do indeed.
But it's 11-11.
It's 11-11. That's the big difference maker here. Cloud9 have done especially well, I think, considering the circumstances. Looking at that timeline. Pistol round's not going away, bonus round not going away, and yet still finding a way into this map, potential to drag it all the way to Lotus.
Yeah, the amount of rifle rounds they're winning at this point of the game is really impressive. The last 3 in a row have turned the momentum enormously. Still with the op, still with the Odin.
I'll find you.
It's a fake with the TP, Haunt.
It looks like Zelsis is just controlling this space so that Fireball Ops could pick up another ult orb.
Yeah.
But he will still be one away.
Redux has got a ton of space over towards A. It was an early drone. Set him up onto the line, and Marv's going to be getting the acknowledgement now. Anchor smoke. Drop down. Propped up. Double dash though. It spots him out, but a Refractor pull all the way back here. Paranoia to be pulled out early. Fireball Ops there with a flash right around the corner. And a collection of util pays off massively. Like a wrecking ball, man. He just runs his way through the site.
Yeah, when they set him up, when he is the player that's involved in this death ball that goes towards the site, if they can get these rounds where SEN don't throw them off with some defensive aggro early, Fireball Ops is really clean on these site execs as a Phoenix. Been winning them a lot of rounds, and he's managed to generate up that Phoenix ult again.
Redux is going for it. He's going to blaze on for the next round anyway. Doesn't really care about throwing this gun away. He wants to do damage. Take it now, but that Haunt just revealing it, and Vic more than ready. Still with that Odin spam. This one have to be saved. A potential final chance and away. That operator too precious to really throw away a chance.
What a string of rounds here that Zelsis and team have been able to put together against his former squad. It's been incredibly impressive, and SEN still struggling to come up with the answer.
No charges left.
We asked the question, how deep is the playbook in terms of these early round aggro plays? It kind of feels like they've run out. because a lot of the setups right now are more passive, are more defensive.
Enemy remaining.
All right, boys. Keep carrying me. Come on.
Jack's 4 and 14 at the bottom of the scoreboard. Not an area that he's used to being in. Like I said, his stats in Tier 2 are monstrously good.
It's relatable, though.
Oh yeah, that's me in every rank game, man.
The Cloud9 are doing it. One more round, and they can drag it all the way. Lotus abound. It is desperation at this point, isn't it? Cuts it up close now. Close quarters for Jonah P. Leaping into the fray, though. It's Fireball Ops. Leaving no stone unturned. Off angle Redux is already there, and he's whipped away at least 2 of the heads. Still to run it back to save the day. Updraft and around. Blaze-Storm just going wide on it. It's everything being thrown into the maw. An attempt to play towards it, but they hear that gun exchange, and it points him directly towards where the action is. All down to Jerwin now. Looking to survive, stringing it together, and it's too much for him to overcome. Lotus abound, Cloud9. An insane amount of resilience and grit on display.
What a...
What did he say? He would give up the other 4 games? Happy to lose all of them as long as he can beat out Sentinels. Well, they dragged it to the 3rd and final map in this series here. Hell of an opener for Stage 2 for these 2 teams. Ball's going to open up nice and early here. Puts a bit of fear into the minds of Sentinels. They're all up though.
Yeah, they're anticipating it potentially being a B finish here. Putting Zelsis on A. More than other Vice players, I think. Likes to move his setup around from C to A.
There's a lot of noise being made here. The Vice Util is going to be stalling out Sentinels, waiting for the timing though, and they do coordinate well, at least stepping up and over towards the wall. Zelsis, couple of pot shots. He'll be playing his way all the way back here. Order Util are going to be deaded in the process, but all that space regained by Cloud9. They've cleared out Rubble entirely now, and now looking to make the move over towards Door. Flip of the switch. Prowler going to be leading the charge on top of it. Backside positions though. Urgency really into the step of the Sentinels players, but they are really getting caught into a corner with a nade. Rebounding off to the side, and there it is. Kill claimed. Along with that seize. Good connection. Combination of the Util and out of the fuse. Potential for it being stuck away, but it is random spam. And praying away, really, that they can collect these kills. No half earns up. They are, at least with these bullets, whistling down the opposition now and more. Jack having to sidestep it away. Half onto the defuse. A lot of damage done, but he just can't claim the kill. Finally there. Twists and turns. Jack denied in the final moment. It's the armor that saves the day for Redux.
What a heartbreaker for Jack towards the end. Armor saving Redux's life. A player that was talking about post-plant situations for these 2 teams on Summit right at the beginning of the series. Put in a really difficult retake of his own. Had much more of a chance of being able to impact the game here in just this 1 round that he had over the whole course of Haven, really.
Yeah.
But can't quite get it across the line, and it's another pistol round for Sen.
They're just racking them up.
Another moment of pain for Cloud9 early on in a half. Now you've just got to make sure that none of these ult orbs are going towards somebody with a big ult.
They don't have a trap player towards Mound. Sen are trying to sniff this one out. But the danger is lurking just a couple of meters away.
Yeah, you do not want Jerwin to be the guy that mops up all of these kills. If Cloud9 can avoid that, that's at least a silver line.
Access towards it. Horns broken. It does put some alarm bells, I think, into the mind of Sen. They don't want anything to do with it.
Ult orb not taken as well. That's the kind of thing that you should be maximizing in a round like this.
Not worried about it. Nobody was holding over towards B main either. I was concerned that they could have been crunched, I think.
Yeah, but when you have full mount control like that, I think it's a little bit too scared to not be going for it. But they're taking the cautious approach.
Yeah. 40 seconds remaining. Zelsis spots it now. Back in a pile of bodies now, starting to make their move over towards the A site, and that's going to be calling for the rotation. Shouldn't be too much danger here for Sentinels. Not unless they massively mess up, but they've been pretty disciplined all throughout this series. Snake bite and a nade. Sails up towards the back, but it just misses the mark there. Jonah P's able to sidestep most of the danger once more. Redux. Smoke's going to be offloaded, revealing a couple of these players, and that swing will be punished. Redux, it's bullet straight to the dome. Jack Takes him out.
It's a gun for Oxy.
It is. The Bulldog picked up, and now they're playing these players all the way in. Hold on. Finding their way all the way forwards. Paranoia. It's a great connection. Lining up the remaining of these SEN players, and with that gun in hand, Oxy taking over now. Prowler spotting it out. German can't quite get anything online, and it's up to Marv now, just with that classic to wall and triggered over anyway. This is all Cloud9. What a way to get back into things.
Who needs a pistol round? Not C9, just come back in. The swarm of classics. They have not been buying into these rounds either. Once they lose the pistol, they are full ecoing, and this is a full Thrifty round that they win.
Redux just handed over the Bulldog with his death there, but anticipated it would just be one player out into heaven, I think, from the Haunt.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't expecting to swing into the Horde. And I was talking about silver linings being Sentinels not building up towards an ultimate.
Yeah, how about a round win? Moxie, high ground, hold on. Walls overlapping, crisscrossed up.
Trying to use his crouch here just to play over the top.
Players right in front of him though. Could be an opportunity to farm up a couple of kills, but he is caught into the corner now with that nade. Satchel, trying to skip his way across, the bullet tag! Slow to a crawl. Will be paying for it with his life. Trying to peek. Hello. What's going on there? Slipped his way through.
Absolutely bizarre scenes.
Jonah B trying to like no clip into the wall? Don't know. It's just...
He may have been pushed there by the Vice wall.
Oh yeah.
I think they'd laid the Vice wall over the Viper wall at
You
B.
might be onto something there.
I think there was some weird interaction.
It was quite
going on.
comical though.
Yeah. Well, they had a gun to be able to work with in this round, and Redux has got a Vandal towards the end of things. So there's still a chance for Sentinels to be able to pick this up. But it's a low chance.
No, he said that about Cloud9.
They at least had the bodies to be able to work with. There were swarms of players with classics. Sen don't have the numbers
30
here.
seconds left.
Rick is on a low amount of HP.
So was Redux. That's why he's passed the Vandal over to Cortesia.
Yeah. So this one gets played now. Probably some risks in the mind of Sen. Splitting up for now. Util was saved. Going to be deaded off now. Time ticking. They're taking their time. They're bleeding a little bit too much time off the clock, to be honest with you. Sentinels now are really being put into a prime position to potentially win and take this one away, because it's about to start getting rapidly. Yeah, the beeps getting more and more urgent. And Reed is just playing his timing. Takes the timing. It's picture perfect. Snake bite run revolved up. Like a dagger to the back. That one's going to hurt.
Too much caution from Cloud9, and Sen steal the round away. C9 took so long getting into position for the retake, they realized the time had essentially run out for them, and they just had to run forwards, giving all of the sound cues.
What did happen there?
He's playing Mecha Chameleon. He's
I don't know.
blending into the corner.
That's what he's trying to do.
Last player standing.
Still, all smiles on the face of Sen. Can't blame him. I'm at position there from Cortesia. He's looking to see if he can pre-aim. Defensive haunt that might get thrown out, but...
Oh, and what a weird buy it is from Cloud9 now.
Yeah.
They've got 2 players with classics and 3 with rifles. Because this economy has not been stable for either squad.
2 of the players with rifles holding over towards that C mount control, but one section of B. Trying to bait out the wall. It's a successful operation.
Puts a bit of fear of God into Oxy, because at any point this door could be tapped.
It's good. They'll be pushing them all the way back here. Sidestepping a lot of this util. Fireball Ops. Trying to take that peek here, but he doesn't really have the weapon at hand. This is Joe now taking a lot of space off the back of it. Still, it's a good paranoia. Vic there. Rifle in play. Oxy. Waits it out. Oh! Unfortunate tidings. Instant snap back. It's good from the Professor. Celsius. Bait and switch play. Just trying to play this one late in through main, but now reveals his hand. And now surely should be curtains. Cortesia though. Now he's going to be pressed into a 1v2. Suddenly turns his way and around. The damage being done though. Surely not. Vic lowers anything. Single bullet will do him in. But the positioning in the movement just a little bit better.
Vic's impact has been massive returning to the Tier 1 stage for Cloud9. He wins a critical round there in a 1v1. Luring Cortesia out into the open and being able to finish him off.
It's massive.
This kill as well.
The whole time he's on 45 HP. I mean, one shot to the chest
Yeah, and he's basically
takes him out.
One to the chest and one to the toe, and he'd be done. 8-2 right now. And nobody able to get a string of rounds in a row whatsoever. Can Cloud9 be the first?
SEN might have something to say about it, especially with the ults they built up.
Yeah, they're forcing up as well.
Yeah,
50 credits to the name of Gerwin.
I think it might make sense, especially when you got the showstopper. Ton of other ults to go along with it. The war chest is filled to the brim, and you're going to see already utilization of it. This is just an ult to cut it up and clear over towards that C-mount position.
Very expensive way.
Very expensive indeed. Now we see it though, the showstopper also going to be committed and full evacuation core for Cloud9. Peeling all the way back here, but it does allow Sentinels a lot of space. Deep one way already going to be layered down.
My eyes are on Cortezia. Does he have a post-plant use for this steel garden? If he can get himself deep, he should be able to support Gerwin from afar.
Might be saving it potentially. Here it is though, shots are fired off and Celsius not going to have that ult for it still. Return of the fire with the trade. Now Showstopper earned top of his own. Oxy all the way in. And this is not going to care at all about that steel garden. Flick of the wrist and it's a good adjustment still. Traded 1 for 1. It's post-mortem as Wade that kill was claimed. Guns taken away, smokes on smokes. In through the site now, time still ticking. The action the Jonas is going to be laying on the shoulders of Cloud9. Marved, the Iceman! Letting loose now and taking over. Time turning, and as that circle shrinks, he knows the damage is done. Round win here for SEN.
And again, it just keeps going back and forth. No team can secure any level of stability so far on Lotus. Blow for blow, both of these squads. But with all 5 players dying there, the economy is going to be in a weird spot for both teams, honestly. It's not going to be a perfect buy for Sentinels, even though they won. Oh. And Jack, I feel for him getting stuck in another situation where he's... The time just isn't on his side.
It's a weird buy. It's a hero rifle or 2. Vic and Oxy's hands, but up against tall order now. Sentinels. Good Utah for the reclear. It's a nade. Snakebite and a Seas all collecting. And talking about collecting, it's kills racked up. Cloud9. I'm going to ignore the state of the economy, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
It's just back and forth, isn't it, these rounds?
But it's a sick idea from C9. A reclear of rubble, straight out the strike book and perfectly executed as well. A haymaker. A great response, perfect counter-attack. And back to 3-3.
Yeah.
it's just instantly put the pressure back onto Sen's economy. And they didn't have to use that many ults for it either. Celsius and Jack still with big ults in the back pocket.
Trying to dodge and avoid the Prowler, but spotted out.
What a scrappy game so far.
It really is.
Incredible stuff. Surely, though, surely this is where C9 are going to be able to put 2 in a row on the board.
He says. Confidence. And these kills, hold on. I play a significant part of this one, but still, okay. Goes down, 3 surviving. C9, 3, 2, 3.
When you get back and forth rounds like this, it means that both teams are on minimum loss bonus, right? So that means you have almost no money to be able to work with when you lose a round. So SEN are coming into this next one with absolute bargain bin buy.
Yeah, it's nothing.
There is no world in which they win this one, Brent. It's not happening. Look at it. It's classics. No, it's a sheriff and 1 bandit.
I mean, it got buffed.
No ults really either. It's not happening. C9 are winning 2 in a row. It's happening.
Surely.
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 Cloud9 do it.
Would have said that about round 2 as well.
Yeah. And playing it well though, SEN. A lot of space given up over towards Mound, so easy pickings with the orb. Starting to look to see you can generate some ults.
When you're the team that's on the lighter buy, you're not as worried about the trap play, so you can just go and disrespect that. Take the orb.
Barely able to get out of there, but the sound cue's potentially heard. Yeah. So, aim trained off onto the cross. The Haunt getting good information too. Maybe you are right. It's holding down towards the Paranoia. Spray of the bullets though. That Paranoia is going to be good for it. Double dash forwards, blind as anything. Sharp shooting. Vic
One enemy remaining.
locking onto heads here. This guy's like a Terminator, man. Oh, stop him.
He said he was excited to be back in Tier 1. Learn a bit from his journeys down in Tier 2 as well.
Yeah.
Returning back to the squad that he decided to leave.
He said it himself as well, I think, that he sees it as a moment of redemption, I think, as well, to do what's right by Cloud9, because he said he was feeling bad about leaving them. He did put them in a very difficult spot at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
Because now it's not really about guns anymore, it's about the ults.
You're exactly right. Still a tall order for them. The ults are online, largely pretty much for Cloud9. Just missing a one. We've seen a level of aggression here. Deep walk up into that B main control. It's a bait and switch setup. Oxy's there to absorb up a lot of this utility. He's going to be peeling all the way back and hoping that they overchase. But
Vic just got absolutely deleted.
yeah, where's he gone?
Well, he was opening the door.
Yeah, looking to see if they can bait that aggression. But yeah, with Vic going down, it does complicate things, doesn't it?
He's 11-3. I think he just thought he's got a hot hand. He's willing to take the fight. But he got sat down there. The C site is going to be really, really difficult to get through. You've got a Vice wall to help Fireball Ops play inside the Viper's pit. It's tough. I think this has got to be a round where you're looking for a mid-round walk back into A. Perhaps Cortesia could fake.
Ooh. The Haunt. Half-hearted is the clearance, and it is a fake here with a Steel Garden. Overlapped on either side. This is an attempt to try and push them back and away, but it's into the hands of Oxy now. How do they play this one? Guns ripped away. In danger now. Oxy's trying to make the most of this one. Now it's clean. Doesn't expel all the bullets. Resets his aim in time, sidestepping a lot of this going his way, and it's long range of the util. Nightfall being sent flying forwards. Anything to see if they can bail him out. He has to be the player. Gets one more for his trouble. Celsius played in off the back of it. It's Jonah P cleaned up and traded now, and that spike has been dropped down potentially into his lap. Snakebite though, potentially good. No, there's a slight corner and a pocket of playing, but it gives a bit of breathing room enough to reclaim space and positioning over towards this spike. Tucking around the corner. It's up to Cortesia. Can you deliver? Can you defend? Pushing him back and away. Very wide face. Jack there instantly with the trade, and now Pit. Lay it down. All up to Marv. 1v2. Circling around. It's a guessing game. He's going to let that Pit drop down and expire. Keep them guessing as to where he could be playing. He's going to need to be absolutely brilliant here, because the space in Cloud9, it looks like it was picture perfect at that. Gliding into the side. It's Cloud9 who get another round in. Finally a 2-round lead.
They got their feet under them now, C9.
Thank you.
And even with Vic falling early, Oxy does a ton to be able to defend here. Yeah, Vic, it looks like with that first jiggle, just didn't quite spot the player. But Oxy works miracles in this spot.
Yeah, he does.
Great kill onto Jerwin. Great delay as well, just to buy time for the defensive rotates to come through. He's been the guy for C9 for so long. It'll make a big difference if the others are able to step up around him in stage 2. But when questions are asked of him, he's rock solid.
He delivers.
And now he's got his showstopper. Defensive protocols look good from C9. Their retake ideas look good as well early on. The pathing's clean.
Ooh, got to be careful of that one. I'm lucky to be alive there. The Haunt did catch. He's been pushed back and away there. Prowler, the supplement as well, was chasing. Let's put Vic in a prime position. He's controlling all of A control. See that slowly gearing up over towards this B side. Looks to be the goal, at least to pull somebody util out initially. There's the wall. At least going to be used. Paranoia offloaded. Vic needs to be careful about overstaying here, but he is so confident.
Yeah, Vic's doing a great job.
Still holding this one down. Slight pixel angle. Crouched up. Spray of bullets here. Narrowly avoiding a lot of the util going his way.
Finally, just has to give up this position. But the hit is coming over towards C.
It's so brave that he's got so much info.
Yeah.
No one's budged off the C site.
And Oxy is here with Showstopper.
30 seconds remaining.
SEN are going to have no luck here.
Oxy, Showstopper in hand, and now looking to put a stop to the round entirely. Straight to the skybox with that one. Celsius, unaware of the corner that was just occupied by Redux, but it might matter. Or am I not at the end of the day here? Redux has got a lot to do from this position. 15 seconds remaining. Hold on, ult.
He's got the time.
Yeah, that's his ult now.
Only just.
Only
10
just.
seconds left.
Pulls it back from the brink here in this deep position, and Jonah P. Could have been a critical kill, but Jack stays alive. Plant down. In a prime position here, 2v4 to play around. Everything to do from this spot. Jonah P. ISO'd, but still collected the kills and brings it now into the 1v1. The damage has been done. And somehow from the brink, somehow Sentinels in the right place at the right time. Redux of the three-piece. Quick thinking all around.
They had one out in that round. Only one. The teleport away with 2 seconds still spare on the clock. Redux puts the plant down and they had to play for a kill. They've got to. And Jonah just holds this angle beautifully.
It's so good by Sen.
Last player standing.
Lovely as well from Redux to be getting up and aggressive in a position where he can play off Jonah.
Yeah.
Up until that point though, Cloud9 played the defense wonderfully. You know, Vic making himself look big over towards A. Giving all of the information to the rest of his team. C9 absolutely crushed the C exec. But another situation where they lose up players, that's what killed them on Summit.
Guessing game with this wall up, but just spotting contact, Vic. Seeing it, signs alive.
It's such a gamble.
Still holding the angle down. Takes the timing there, rattles off a couple of bullets.
Those wobbles of the Viper Wall are client side, so you never are really sure what your opponent's seeing, what you're seeing.
Door open up though, it's going to be ults committed with a nightfall off the back of it. No one's really home, other than Vic still. This guy just will not give it a rest, will he? Doesn't matter. He's home alone. He's got some supportive util now, but he's going to be throwing it out himself and caught unaware. Redux. Bullets of Dome. Oxy's straight there, though. And Jonah P. just trying to cut up these angles from below. Sees sidestepped. Only avoided. Still, the spike is dropped down into the middle of nowhere and just spotting out these players. Satchel abound. Cortez is nice with the movement. Makes himself a difficult target now. And the 2v3 suddenly in favor of Sentinels, but they still need to get this spike down.
It was early. It was aggressive from Oxy. He's left his team in a 2v3. And Jack is very committed.
This is good. You're going to know that that's occupied up space. Hold on, the pre-fires Jack. Lighting them up. They still don't have this spike left. There's 12 seconds remaining. And Sentinels just can't find a way back in. Cortez he's grabbed hold of it at least. The spike is down. He's bought himself at least a chance of win con, but he is being assailed from multiple directions. It's Cloud9 that weather the storm and find a way through it regardless.
When the pressure is on, map 1, they crumbled. But here in map 2 and map 3, C9 have been resilient. They've had a backbone to them. It's impressive to see. This looked like another one of those rounds where they got themselves into a difficult position, but it was actually the spike just being lost in no man's land that ended up being the perfect thing for C9 to play around. Are those words of encouragement?
I don't know.
Words
Vic has a lot to say.
Yeah. I don't know what Vic was spitting there. But
I see that.
They've killed the economy for Sentinels.
Yeah.
The crucial rounds to knock Sen's economy down. And it is C9 that have been able to preserve those 2 tack timeouts.
Yeah.
Whereas Ewoks had his last chance there, of his own volition at least, to go and have a chat with the team.
Sen, no chance to catch your breath. Outlaw in the hands of Oxy. Well trained there.
Jowen's one away from getting a showstopper online. There is a chance that he could do some magic with the Bulldog and then his ult. That's exactly what Sen would be hoping for.
Deep smoke laid down. Over the Prowler. There's a bit of clearance here. Cortez, hold on. They flip the switch. Zelsis is caught out into a corner now and he needs the bailout. Oxy provides it. Stimulus check just coming out of nowhere there to save his ass, but kills still being found across the board. That. Listen, risks need to be taken. You're on an eco, I understand it. Leaves it up to Marved.
I have the spike.
With it all to do, and the main goal, don't feed Oxy another ult point. You've got yourself an advantage into the next round. It's going to be the final round of the half, and Jowen can make magic happen with a showstopper. But last time they were in a spot like this, Oxy had the other one on the other side.
30 seconds left.
Vic spots it out now, and Oxy is aim trained on it. Collects the kill.
And there it is. That extra ult point. Oxy now only one away. He could definitely try to hard lock down a Rubble and play for that. Look at this. It's actually Zelsis, I believe, who tapped the door.
Okay.
So it wasn't the attackers going for that B default trying to clear Mound. I think it was Zelsis deliberately opening it so that Oxy could get that sightline.
Nice! Hey! Good shit, friend.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to invite the pressure onto him, but all good.
And it is going to be that Rubble clearance that I was talking about.
Here we go.
They're going to try to hard fight here over A. Clear some space for Oxy to grab that orb.
Joe has a showstopper. It's going to be played on watch now. It's going to be offloaded. Sends it flying forwards, Oxy. This is best to try and avoid most of that one, but like a clay pigeon, decimated in the air. Nade rebound to the paranoia. Blinded up, pushed into a corner. Fireball Ops can only do so much from this spot. Vic, hold on. Bails him all the way out, but the damage surely done. Low as anything. And Redux is right there. Tip-tapping away, Zelsis. Last round and a half, might as well use it. Ult expended and a perfect peek off the back of it. Brings it to that 1v1.
Redux has got to be good for this one. SEN need it.
A lot of util to play around here. Make his mark known. Deep TP up towards heaven. Zelsis unaware of it. 7-5, that'll be the half. And Sentinels, you can see, out of their seats, smiles on their faces.
Yeah, because the read was correct. Great idea here, knowing that Oxy would look to try to play for that ult. Jowen's there, ready for the punish. He gets a critical kill. Oxy forced up, Marv cleans him. And then Redux wins the 1v1 towards the end.
Come on, Jordan, what's up?
Sentinels are winning every pistol round. And if they get another, they could easily... Yeah, they've got another good opportunity to win a critical Lotus. Neither of these teams been able to put a Lotus W in the column this year in VCT.
This will be a first. We'll see it now, though. Sheriff. It's in the hand of Jerwin. He's brave here. Very much alone onto the C side. Just a one-way to play off of.
Yeah, just trying to make it look like they've got some kind of stack. Push C9 away if there is any pressure.
Yeah, and he's in a bit more of a passive position.
Trying to play off the one way, but it doesn't look like Redux is going to give him another.
Tiniest of angles.
Oh, here it comes. Possibly.
C9. Holding for something. Trying to bait the deep push, but now looking to see if they can get active. And they do have a lot of space over towards A. Fireball Ops has worked his way all the way deep off the back of his wall.
And he knows that the Vice Wall is there.
Yeah, he's going to be able to hear this.
So they might, though, be expecting them to be playing A for retake, or even just with max one player here of Cortezia. It's a little bit unusual that Redux and Cortezia would both be here with device user.
Times unorthodox, though, can work out. The Thorns make it really difficult, and that flash didn't really work out yet. Still, the kill is claimed. Redux forward into his position over towards Tree, calling for the pivot, though, back over towards B. Cloud9 look to see if they can get that plant down. Still util. Icon flowing in at this point. Sentinels still gearing up for this one with a massive player advantage. And now they're going to be putting the squeeze onto Cloud9. Individuality is what's going to be called for. Util being held over towards Blue Room. Deep play and a push being made. Nado is going to be flushing these players all the way out into the open. Sentinel surely set up for success with a couple of these kills going their way, but dominating the space. Control over the Blue Room is critical. Vic barely gets it under control, and now he's the last one left. Smoke to potentially play himself in. Right click's not going his way to defuse. Fully stuck all the way in the action. Blind fires going to miss, and again, the trend continues. Pistol rounds, every single one cleaned up by SEN.
C9 cannot win a pistol in this series.
That's been brutal for them.
At least on Lotus, they managed to immediately eco Sentinels back, but it seems really unlikely they'd be able to put something like that together again. I like the idea from C9 as well. You're looking to take the A space. When there's too much resistance, pivot back into B. You're trying to outthink and outplay a team that isn't playing with their IGL. It seems like it makes a lot of sense, and yet there's plot armor all over Sentinels in these pistol rounds.
It just will not go down. All right, this is throwing the absolute kitchen sink over towards C and seeing what can stick. TTP from Vic is immediately going to be cleaned up from that one. Util went both ways. Enough of it as well that Sentinels were able to just slam the door shut. 3 players waiting in the wings. Going to take a time and just drifting straight past that one. That is clean as anything. One away now from the ult. It's a big one from SEN.
Yeah, it's a disaster. You do not want to be feeding a Steel Garden one away from being online on a defensive bonus. It couldn't get worse. They walk into Godazia, who to his credit is willing to take the fights, willing to take those aggro angles.
Oh my god. This Bulldog
The skin trailer. He's just in disbelief.
It begins.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal start to the second half. As you mentioned, aiming towards the top just in case the Horn is landing there. A lot of space over towards that mound control. Sentinels not making a play to build up the ult. What call Azir, they're happy to just allow him to play his setup over towards the A site.
Yeah, if he catches one as C9 go for the entry, then the Steel Garden in the back pocket might come through. But otherwise, this round is going to center around that mound control.
Where are you?
It's all there for SEN.
It's really passive from C9 as well.
That deep B main control, but they're now looking to dissipate a bit back. Double TPs, fakes on fakes, but Joe's still holding on to a lot of this control. Looking to potentially concede it now, though.
It's very
jump spot.
It's very similar to what they did on the pistol round, and that's why SEN are already getting the lead.
Joe is so brave.
Yeah, but he never really got pressured.
Yeah.
And he's informing a double rotate. There are now 3 sight anchors on A with the Vice Wall, with the Thorns.
Good luck. That's all I'm going to say.
And if the B pivot comes through, Jonah P's tucked into this angle.
There it is. Wall's going to be cutting this one up. That's missed time. That's going to be players separated away from this one. Nade going to be dropped down towards their feet. Sees a little bit delayed at that. SEN swarming out of possible positions and making sure to clean up and dissect these players away. Sharp shooting from Marved. And here it is into the bitter end. There's 12 seconds remaining. It's all or nothing. Jack not going to be caught out by that Seas. Managed to slip his way back and away. Plant down. Nade though. Oh my. He just has to commit towards the plant just to buy that possible win con. Now Vic in a 1v2. What can he do? Circling his way around. It's all Sentinels.
The defensive setup far too strong for C9 to crack. Jerwin, massive control over towards Mound.
He's made it way too easy for SEN.
That is way too passive. You're completely right. C9 at no point actually tried to take Mound control. They just sat outside Mound.
Nice, baby.
Like watching England versus Argentina. It's tragic. It's tragic.
The Tommy Tuchel default.
Oh,
No, it's,
not again. Don't remind me. I shouldn't have brought it up.
they're not pushing Jerwin off an aggressive angle.
Bit of Odin spam as well to help this one out.
Is C9 actually going to cross the barrier right now and go into Mound? They need to. You can't be defaulting and just sit outside Mound the entire time.
Pre-aiming some of that util here. Satchel, lay it down. Nade sails over towards the back. Now you're going to be hearing an abundance of util. Yeah, that calls for the right reaction. Cloud9, they are moving towards this C site.
Okay, this is better. This now means that they can go and trigger the wall, bait things out. Oh, they're just going in.
He's got a Steel Garden and an Odin to boot. Hold on. Satchel movement's going a bit of miss. Cortezia peeling all the way back.
To be honest, they might have caught Cortezia there.
Yeah.
If they committed to it, if Oxy's movement had been a bit better.
He's not expecting it, was he? Very much all in. Want to put a pause now, though. Gearing up to see if a couple of these kills can go their way. Oxy gets to one. Now evacuation. Sidestepping that one. The Steel Garden doesn't quite reach far enough, so guns are still intact now for Cloud9. Moving forwards onto this pixel angle. Damage done, no. Doubled up. Now Horns dealt with. Broken into pieces. 3v3 still. Onto that retake. Big now that forward approach. Cuts it up close. Waiting for the signs of life, a bit of Odin spam. Cortezia is looking to see if he can put the hurt onto them. It's a lovely kill. Good return of the fire though, and a great trade at that fireball. Oh, still down to it now to 1v1. Oxy just spots the top of it. And that's more than a haircut, more than Cortezia bargained for. Lovely work by Oxy.
C9 go forwards, take control, grab control of the round themselves. And Oxy cleans up with a 4K. Again, working magic. Gets that entry over towards Waterfall. Sits actually in quite a passive position in the post plant as well. Lets the rest of his team take the contact and die to Redux. But he mops up at the end. But from Cloud9's perspective, they have to do that more than just once. And I have to do it sometimes where they don't hit into C. Okay, so again, similar level of open. But this time, nobody as yet dips a toe into Mound.
No.
Are they going to? Yes, they do walk forwards this time. Looking to try to pick up the ult orb.
Worried about the trap play.
My ult's ready.
SEN have also dropped off from defending Mound as aggressively. They're now trying to play anchor positions with the op on Joen.
Trying to bait potentially the overextension. Jonah P is close here. That ult does need to be dealt with. Potential information gathered.
Yeah, I
Too
think
sure how much Vic saw.
I think they saw the operator there.
Yeah, they're gone. And they're gone. They want nothing to do with it.
These are positions, though, in the past where we've seen C9 run up into a stack on A. This time there's only one player home. The B pivot as well looks fairly empty at the moment. Celsius with a lot of options to call with.
Nice Util, though, is going to be bogging down Cloud9 in the attempt of a fast play. Look at it, the Thorns just stalling them out now to the back of it. There's only 30 seconds roughly remaining.
You can't really stop them taking space, though, with these ults.
No, you really can't. Having to be utilised now, both the Showstopper and a Nightfall. Cleaves a path forwards. That is a cheeky angle.
Where's the
Top of
rocket
the
going?
box. Rocket's gone absolutely nowhere near. Redux. Healthy as anything. Holding now. What about Util? He's found the slightest of corners. Margins to play around here. That blind is perfect. Jonah P just wanders to his death. We're seeing it now to nade. Pushes them back and away once more. Time being bled off the clock. Cloud9 holding this one. 2 for nail. Up towards that heaven angle. The one way back online as well. That's going to be calling it here for SEN.
Wall tripped.
2 fairly simple rounds from Cloud9 coming out of their tag timeout. Imi giving them ideas that are, yeah, simplified, I think, is the right way to put it.
Yeah.
They go for a C exec. Then this round, tap over towards the orb, grab it, back over towards A, as soon as they get the information about what's happening on the site. Good ults. It's an important round, and they use their ults to be able to put one on the board. Round 16 and 17. But now it's going to be more of an uphill battle, because they don't have any of those available. And SEN have been giving them Mound control. We haven't seen a Mound fight, which is a little bit strange. SEN made their own adjustment to tuck in and play a little bit more passive. Early spam from Cortesia.
Yeah.
Doesn't do too much. And C9 again are given control of this area of the map.
Confidence this time. Taking a space. Slowing down over towards that mound area.
It's a good adjustment.
You do have to be concerned about this one, though. Operator held. There's a passive angle from Jerwin. Not pressed up deep here, just holding for the inevitable peak if there are players over towards C-Mound.
Yeah, holding a paranoia is a really unusual way of doing it. They're expecting some kind of refight.
Dissipating. There's danger here. Jonah P just catches the contact there with a Prowler. Puts it loose now. Boombox. That's going to be spotted. So tight to the corner is Oxy still. It's going to be destroying a bit of the util in the process. They don't bait the wall.
No. And so even though they go and take Mound, they haven't put that much pressure onto C. And there's a 3-player stack on A. The spike's finishing B, though. This is all going to be on Cortesia.
See what he can do. All the way back here with the Odin spam in his hands. Potential now to do some serious damage into the corner. He knows the angles well. Going for the right timing onto this one. The plant slightly ajar. Jack's going to be holding his breath there in that position and spot like that. Still with a hail of the bullets. Nade on top of it. Barely alive. Lucky as a result of it. Wide swing in the face now with a paranoia. It's perfect to try and set this one up, but it goes both ways. Util to try and cut out. Send from the pitcher. And away from this retake, still gearing up, comes out to the trades at this point. And they're just collided up together here. Still, Sentinels, they have their ins down as that 2v2. Sharp shooting. Jonah P sidestep most of this one now. Ticking away as the spike. Fireball Ops needs to be dragged out into the open here. Slight tab with a fade away. Bullets raining down, just not working out in the Professor's favor.
There's a shrug of the shoulders there from Fireball Hops towards the end as he backpedals and hits a fadeaway headshot. He's gone from top of the scoreboard to bottom of the scoreboard with that ancient swap on map 2 to map 3. But he's coming up big when they need him to in a 1v1 here. Take a look at it from his perspective. It is an unusual one. Vic and Zelsis popping off at each other towards the end of some of these critical rounds. Jerwin's traded the op for the ult.
You're seeing it now, and the lost bonus really kicking in. Hold on. Showstopper, that's gone wide. Straight into the back wall. Still need to deal with this player. What is that? Bullet to the dome. Just about connects. Magnetic is the aim, and Redux looking to snap back away from the C's, but he commits now into the smoke. First gives him a bit of cover and away. The Prowler chasing down at the heels, needs to defend in time. Bullets through the walls. There's the slightest of dings, but no kills claimed. This is carnage occurring, and it plays directly the Cortesia's hands. Just the top. Barely an angle to be seen.
What a pacey round. And you're right that it favored Sentinels in the midst of all of that. Some wild stuff going on. And Jerwin absolutely misses that ultimate, but this shot,
absurd.
While he's moving, manages to control the rifle in the midst of it. And the aggro play, that 1-2 combo from those duelist-esque players of Jerwin and Redux, comes through to put an important one on the board and stop that momentum. 3 in a row for Cloud9 and the streak is broken.
Yeah, it's inspiring stuff from SEN. Holding on, but still, okay, early damage being done with a kill there. Cortesia, no setup, but all to play around. Redux matters into his own hands now. He's going to have to be the playmaker. Twists and turns! Oh my God! Spilling it out entirely for this opposition. C9, wondering where the hell has he gone? Thorn in their sides and still active, still kicking. Marv spotted out. Yuto going to be laid down at his feet, but he's more time now for the rest of the pack to arrive. Oxy, bullet straight to the dome to answer that one back. Sharp shooting again ordered up here. Individuality raining through. Cloud9 piecing it together bit by bit, kill by kill. When Oxy's alive, anything is possible. Plant still needs to go down, but they have plenty of time to really peel this one back. It's all Jonah P! Onto the line, but a return of the fire is straight there by Zelsis.
2 huge opportunities past Jonah P by. He's normally absolutely rock solid in clutch situations, but there is some madness going on here in this match towards the end.
It's the right play to make by Redux.
It's a crazy play to make as well, though.
I mean, he's very good at that. He's spawning in a moment to do high-risk plays.
And he is beat for beat alongside Vic. 20 and 14 against 20 and 15.
Despite all of that, it is Cloud9 with the lead.
There.
2 rounds. Nothing but resilience and grit.
Oxy's making the difference for them. He really is. It's a classic Oxy game.
Surely should be Cloud9 in a prime position to close out the series.
Yeah, they've had a lot of really useful anti-ecos.
They're up against an eco again. You can generate these ults. Oxy, shots going wide here. Jonah P does the best he possibly can in a spot like that.
Oxy one away from ult. Jack one away.
Yeah.
Zelsis one away. These are massive ultimates to be able to convert once you get up to 12. It was C9 that had the grit to be able to come back on Haven. To pull it away, steal it away from SEN, who looked like they were in control of the game.
Jerwin, it's risky business. He's on the eco, might as well just see if he can be that playmaker, but inserts himself back onto that line, punished for it. Switch being flipped, Vic unaccounted for.
30 seconds left.
Look tight to the corner here. They're just looking to see if they can pull out these players. 2v5, 24 seconds left. Plant does need to go down at some point.
Not enough pressure to stop it.
Planted. My ult is ready.
These ults are racking up.
Go.
Oxy's death is going to be earned in this one up. 1v3 now for Redux. Going to make a good go of things. Looking for a gun. Redux can't quite find any upgrades in his vicinity.
No, the 2 C9 players that have died are in tree.
Yeah, peeled back all the way here. Redux smoke's going to be fading. Dissipating now, time ticking. Look at that. Pure discipline from Cloud9, not looking to throw away any opportunity. And up to 12 they go with every single ult online.
3 opportunities to close out Lotus. Get a big win on this map. A big win to open stage 2.
It is. The caveat that it is against a weakened Sentinels, but
One enemy remaining.
in a position to take an early win.
I think the important thing for C9 as well is if they have a hope of being able to dodge play-ins, they have to be able to get wins like this.
Yeah.
And it's a great opportunity to steal a win away against a weakened opponent.
Here it is. All or nothing. What could Sen do in a spot like this? The flip, the switch. All's going to be going open wide. But all those ults earned up. A lot of pressure over towards that C mound. There's nobody home really, so Sen have got full control over towards it. Going to be aware that this is potentially going over towards A.
I think you need to be in unexpected positions here. You need to be trying to steal the tempo away from Cloud9, because if you just let them walk forwards at you with the Raze ult, how are you ever going to hold on?
Cortezia, Redux's ult now going to be offloaded.
Oh,
Paranoia, that is crazy! Redux! He knows when to take the right timings. He knows when to strike when the iron is hot. No better moment than that. What a play to make.
He's a master of finding the right time for the right risk. 23 kills. We said you couldn't just allow C9 to walk at you with those ults.
Bring them down.
That's what it looks like to take the tempo into your own hands.
30 seconds left.
Still a 4v2 for them to close out, though.
Still, how does Jack get out of this one? How does he evacuate the spike?
Spike down A.
Deep space. Gained by Fireball Ops, but to no avail. For Sentinels, how the hell have they pulled it back from that?
I have the spike.
Going to be spelling it all the way out. There's 9 seconds remaining. German's going to be holding down the fort over towards the B site. No long for the ward there. Still alive in it.
They get the critical round that they need to be able to pull things back a little in their direction. But Redux's play was so good, they didn't even get a chance to use any of their ultimates. I mean, Jack, at least, did use the Nightfall. But it's a pretty similar situation again. Sen have got to find another play that's just as unexpected and just as powerful as that one.
Yeah.
In order to let down the showstopper right now.
Yeah.
The Raze v Raze is massively important here in round 23.
They've been using resilience, grit terms to describe Cloud9, but same as applying for Sentinels now.
If Sen were able to hold this on and come away with a win in OT, without John QT, that really would be
unreal for them! Hold on. Part 1, obstacle removed. No more showstopper. Takes out the Raze adversary.
Couldn't have better anticipation of where that was going. He's been up and over towards C the majority of these rounds. What a time to swat it up.
Jonah P. This is a dangerous position to be in. Just speed. Okay, seeing it. Signs of life now. All the way out and around.
What a paranoia.
That's an incredible paranoia. Long range with the util. Redux just supplementing and augmenting, helping it out entirely. Flawless. And the ult's now in the favor of Sentinels.
Oh, the tables have turned now. Sen have flipped the table. Jerwin's the one with the ultimate. Cortesia now has the Steel Garden. It's C9 whose money is crumbling. Ults are offline, and Jerwin's come up with the play again to be able to turn things. Really good control over towards A-Rubble as well. Not as common to have your Fade playing in that position, but yes, they are. Yes, they are. Can C9 close it with weaker weaponry, or are we going to OT?
That is the question. Get it done. Doing it for John QT. Done incredibly well up to this point.
It is ridiculous that this game is even winnable for them.
Yeah. They're finding ways to do it. Very cautious here. Cloud9 not willing to overstep themselves too much. TP cancelled out in time. Still Garden now going to be used. See if they can clear these players all the way out, but this is Jewin catching up onto that lurk. Meanwhile, action occurring. Somehow Mark going down to the nade. What are you two now going to be offloaded? Blinds into the face of Cortez. He's going to be sidestepping most of this one now, but it's still kind of going his way. Nightfall on top of it. All this util, all these ults being used to try and peel them all the way back, but Oxy, it's like a rabid dog. It's all the way in there, forwards and through. Jewin now an ult of his own. Showstopper, looking for it and finds it. Target acquired. Like a heat-seeking missile. It's a Ray's adversary taken out now.
30 seconds to try to get the plant down.
They're being bled down to the bitter end here for Cloud9. They need a miracle. Try and close out this series here and now. The Sentinel, they've got OT in their minds. OT in their hearts. They got the weaponry to do it on top of it. Tiptoeing around into this one now, but a kill to claim nevertheless. The issue being forced here for Cloud9. The Sentinels! Blinder of a shot here to bring it all the way to OT.
Mirroring what Cloud9 did to them on Haven. Astonishing rounds to be able to put together with the dying embers of Lotus. Redux's play is the one that starts it. That monstrous paranoia TP stuff over towards Tree. Rounds ago. And it's Jewin's op really that closes it from there. Shutting down Oxy with the showstopper, getting a 3K there to be able to close things out. And Sentinels drag themselves kicking and screaming into OT.
They really do. It's unbelievable stuff.
It is remarkable that they have a chance of being able to beat Cloud9 without their IGL in the game.
Just refusing to go down.
It's crazy.
Refusing to give up here. And granted, this is an opening from both squads where they are looking wicked unexpected, but for Cloud9, I mean, we're talking about roster changes that they opted into. The Sentinels, circumstances not of their choosing. And here we are, 12 to 12. Early take of Rubble. One's going to be broken here. Vic reveals his hand, will have to TP. Backs himself out of that corner. A slow take here. Neither side willing to opt in too much.
Celsius is keeping that jiggle peak information over towards C, which lets them have a 3-player stack A. Can Sentinels, without their IGL, find the B pivot? But as he is moving up, it does seem like that's in the back of their mind. They would only have to get through Oxy. It is by far the easier path for them to be able to get the spike down.
We're opened up here. Prowler forwards as well, looking to see if they can bleed out some util away from Cloud9. It has pulled out at least a paranoia. Now they're going to be moving over towards that B direction, like you said. Oxy nade is going to be set down ahead of time. Doesn't do a lot though to help him out in that fight. It's Jewin again, getting the better of him. Nade sails up overhead, denies his space over towards heaven, and that plant is down. Sentinels in a good spot here. The post-plant positioning, pretty immaculate. Batter down the hatches. Looking to push back this retake attempt at Cloud9. Oxy down, the chances are slim.
It would have to be the world's biggest horn from Jack.
We've seen it now. Util flies forwards here. The angle's impeccable. Jewin has been a monster.
Oh, he has woken up for SEN. Redux has been a constant all throughout Lotus. And late on here, Jewin has activated, man. John OP with a couple of lovely ones as well. But C9 had no retake utility at that point.
No.
They did not expect to have to play B for retake like that.
Blood out from the first tap of the door over towards A now. And how the table has turned, you described it, the table being flipped at this point. Sentinels, one round away. Taking down Cloud9.
It's a more passive hold over towards C. Instead of being able to jiggle peek and get that mound information, C9 have taken it away. They've remembered the adjustment that Amy gave them. So it's going to be tough for SEN to figure out where this is going.
It's very passive stuff.
It is.
Marvd is very far back.
I've got to imagine they'd be playing full C retake. I don't think Marvd is supposed to be committing to this if the pressure hits him.
Yeah, Prowler forwards. Joan has a lot of deep space over towards that B angle. A lot of confidence in his aim, but his last few rounds, the way that they have gone. Door opens though, cause for concern. Does have to respect that. Missing the timing as a result of it now, sending it forwards now. But abundance of util, Vic with that deep TP. First one in to take that contact. Prowl, okay, Boombot has missed it. Definitely the timing here, but a Prowler round 2 this time. No stone left unturned. Plan needs to go down here. Oxy, hard committing onto this.
It's not a great plan. It's not the headshot angle for Mound. They have to play on-site post plans here. But if Oxy gets a kill, this showstopper could keep OT going. This showstopper could keep OT going.
It could be everything. All grouping up now. Players from Sentinels getting into position. Supplementary is the spam now. Satchel movement, Jerwin. Not too sure what happened there, but it went a bit amiss. Season a nade over towards the back of the wall. It's able to be sidestepped now, and Oxy's still alive here. Jack, spam again up into the angle. Players, collateral done, and absolutely slammed down to the ground. That is Cloud9. Dragging it to 13. We are going again.
Post plans have been a nightmare for Cloud9 across this series, but there they stand strong. Good crossfires, good support for each other. When Oxy fell, unable to pop the ult, there were others ready and up to the task.
One enemy remaining.
Vic and Fireball Ops clean things up with those last 3 kills.
Light from them.
13 to 13.
Bring them down.
C9 not out of it yet.
Oh, Zelsis taps the door. Remember, they did this last time with Oxy looking to take an aggressive angle.
Incredibly brave.
Yeah, so SEN don't want to peek into this. They know that something aggro is going on, but actually Zelsis is kind of faking it here.
It makes it feel like there is so much pressure over towards B main and C.
Yeah, it feels like a stack over towards Mound, which is not true at all.
Senna going to be sending it forwards though. Straight into the open arms of Oxy. Blind as anything still, he manages to track it out and away. It's a wonderful movement. Redux! Beautiful work. Sidesteps the bullets coming his way. Dodges the ire of the opponents. And just like that, that is how it's done.
The macro idea is pretty nice from Cloud9, but when the B-pop came through, their players were lost. They had no clue where Redux had got to.
The mechanics of Redux are just unbelievable right now.
Hey, TP's in, and Jack is completely befuddled. Fireball Ops tries to swing in, but he's got no info to work with because Jack's been crossed up, his ankles have been broken. SEN get another match point.
One more to do it. Which is going to give first? That is the question.
The beginning of this map was back and forth, back and forth. No team able to stabilize off the back of a pistol and then a thrifty. The OT could be so similar.
Kozir is alone here. He's got the util to play off from, and his aim, gun in hand. Full confidence now to play for this one. Out towards the back of the side, he does need a bit of a bailout. Someone to help him out. Jonah Peter ended up going down as a result of it. Up onto that high ground angle, Perch. Spotted out though. Redux with that position and a swing through the backside. Zelsis unaccounted for. Plant down. Redux looking to see if he can play spoiler, punish the play. Not quite. And one way in his face is going to make it that much more difficult. He doesn't have a TP to get the hell out of that. That nade is good. Vic sitting tight to the corner. Sentinel still racking up the kills, bringing it into that 2v2. Smoked off.
It's the new guys.
Dissipating shortly. It's up to Mars, it's up to Jerwin. What can they do from a spot like this? It's Cloud9 persevering once more.
C9's tier 2 pickups, Jack and Fireball Ops hold strong and deliver them a 14-14. You might expect in spots like that experience to win out. But C9 have other ideas. This game is ridiculous.
Nice! Come on! Come on!
Senna looking to open over towards Rubble here.
Slow going now. No all in with the util. Just a haunt and a prowler, something to walk up off the back of it. Makes it feel like there's not much of a presence here. Smokes are being layered up over towards A. This is no slow default, no spread of players from Sentinels. Whole pack of them waiting to strike over towards A, but Cloud9 are waiting in the wings.
It's one of the first times where C9 are not trying to get mound information.
Yeah, very passive positions across the board, isn't it?
Yeah, but they've stacked A and then Scry.
It's a good call. See if it pays off now, though. Slow siege being played for here. Picks up angles. Double satchel's in, though. That cuts it up entirely. And now Oxley's left unaware on top of it. He's trying to think of timing. Showing past that smoke to their own demise. Blink of an eye. It's all Sentinels. Complete control over towards A.
So many bodies. The blast pack movement pulling the crosshair away.
Yeah, they weren't ready for that.
No, they were on the angle, but they couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, Redux.
And if Sen are given this many opportunities to close out the match,
oh my God!
at some point, surely they're going to get it across the line. Redux goes to 31 kills.
This is unbelievable.
Keeping up a kill per round in OT is remarkably impressive. And he's over that right now.
You just can't hit him. He's gliding with the movement right now.
One enemy remaining.
Always making it difficult. Always a jar.
I'm not losing to Jordan. There's no way.
It's just...
This match is personal.
It feels like it. It's a lot on the line now. Which team will give first? Util sails overhead. It's a nade and the Paranoia is going to be spotted out, called for. Instant reaction here by Cloud9. Got to get past this one though with a Vice set up on the wall. Odin spam as well, raining down Zelsis. Barely alive at all. Satchel's through and around. What a shot by Oxy. The Marv straight there. Instant answer. Straight there with a trade.
Marv uses a snake bite as well. Trying to hope that Cloud9 get put off from going for this, but it's going to be a 4v4 retake.
Spike planted.
No Oxy to save them this time, though, in the C post plant.
Cloud9 is a matter of survival for Sentinels. Best chance in a while to see if they can close out this series. Double facing up now, dodge on a flash and a fight. Called for, that is an insane transfer. It still brings it to the 2v2. Damage done though, damage done. Bullets firing down and raining down the lead and the hail of it. It's all too much. It's all up to Zelsis, it's all up to Jordan. What can you do? Marv on the defuse, it's half already earned, the full stick, full trust, the swing denied, and Sentinels persevere through it all. IGL on the bench, it matters not.